That song was off the hook.
Hey y'all. Hey. What up? What up? What up? What up, y'all? Let it go. I don't know how to pause the camera on here. Hi, Chris. All right.
I'ma give it to you. It's that smile. Lord knows I ain't seen that in a while, but it's your style. So something must be up keeping you down. You a queen that must be heaven sent. Pray my soul, I must repent for not telling you what I meant and how I felt. Honestly, I'm used to throwing wishes in the well. My conscience tells me that I could have helped, but I failed. Actions speak louder than words, and that's a lesson that I learned all by myself.
You gotta let her know. Everything. She's got the right mother, know how to take care of me. What up, y'all? What up, y'all? You gotta let her know. I'm getting ready for work, but I thought I'd come in and talk to y'all. I'ma give it to you. La la la. La la. La la.
Feel it, baby, stress is all around us. These high ceilings, and I need it, baby. Pressure and make diamonds, I won't steal it, baby. Silent, baby, hurts to see you crying. I know you trying, ain't no lying, baby. When I
I need my glasses. I need my glasses. What up, y'all? What up, y'all? Hit that like button coming in here. Hit that like button coming in here. What the hell wrong with y'all? Hit that like button. Hit that goddamn like button. Hit that button. We got 4. Hit that button. Hit that damn button. Hit it hard. Hit it hard. There you go. I see it going. Hit that button. Get my glasses so I can see some more of them. Because I only see a little of them. Hit that button. Hit them buttons. I got family goddamn glasses. That's bad when you can't see and you gotta look for some shit that you need to see. Hit that goddamn button. We ain't starting until the button gets hit today. We gotta hit that button. Hit the button because you're liking the music. Do that. Hit the button because you're liking the music. I seriously need some glasses, y'all. My hair need done. Whatever. Flawless. Dun, dun, dun. What up, y'all? Oh, let me say this, though. Hold on, let me get this up. Hold on. Let me see if I can get the other screen up. I think I want to hear this one too. While y'all come on in. All that good stuff. Hit that button. Goddamn. Hit that button. Let me see who's all in here. Yo, what up, girl? What up, Felicia? What up, girl? What up? Oh, shit. Hold on. We gonna welcome her. We gonna welcome her. We gonna welcome Felicia, y'all. Felicia asked me if she can join as a moderator, and I've been talking to her for a while. So you know what? We gonna welcome Felicia over here because she's really been hanging, and she is a really good person. She's a good person. We gonna welcome Felicia over as a moderator as well, and that's it. I'm gonna leave it at that. And I'll tell you why. Let's bump this. Hit that button up there. Hit that button. Everybody knows you're a lady.
That there is more to see. Let's make our own destiny. Let's think out together, baby. Please, baby. This evening will soon be over, and we'll be back in the roles we play. Always caught in the charades of life, longing for a sweet day. But this can be our moment. Let's seize it here and now.
Oh yeah. 17 people hit that button. Juicy, juicy. What up, Juicy? What up, Angel? What up? What up, Angel? Good seeing you in the chat room. And welcome in the chat room. Welcome. Harlem, my sister Beauty, my sister Fresh. What up to you? Danelia, what up to you? What up, Curtis Ray? What up, you guys? What up, everybody? Juicy Jew, what up to you? What up to you? Peace and harmony. What up to you, my sister? What up? I hope you guys are doing good this morning. Good. I get a day off tomorrow, y'all. Yay. I get a day off tomorrow. But let's get on. Let's get on because, I want to get up out of here earlier. Let me do this. Let me pause this here. There we go. So you guys can see, so you guys can hear me good. Is the sound okay? Let's do mic check. Let's do sound check. Sound is okay. Put a 1 in the chat room. If I'm a little too loud and you need me to turn it down some, let me know. Work with me here. What's up, Oso? What's up? Everybody can hear me okay? Cool. We're in on the other, straight through YouTube today. I kind of like sometimes coming straight through over here on YouTube. Seems to be a little bit better. However, I don't get to play all that other graphic shit that y'all want to see because today I'm just not in the mood for it. I just want to get right down to this shit right here. You walk away from this stuff just for a little while, even if it's just for a couple of hours, right? You tune into other things that's going on around, not on the Blacktooth Street, right? Because you got to sometimes get away from it. And right now we know that it's all a bunch of buffoonery going on. There is a young lady that I am going to address one more goddamn time. One more time, because it's obviously she wants to be she wants to have some attention. She wants her name in one of the titles, like I usually do when someone continues to want to make these remarks in my comments. And I sometimes like responding to the comments. Sometimes I see your shit and I don't see your shit. A lot of people have to realize that I don't walk around with a string in my back. I do not move on other people's time. I move on my time. It's like Janet Jackson, control, never gonna stop. I'm in control. However, you guys, I think I should give her a little bit of my attention because she seems to want to be the security for, my guy, Booker, who is now in the crying stages of his goddamn life. It's annoying. It's really goddamn annoying, you guys. It is. So scratch my face, you guys. Scratch my face right here. Some shit washing my face. I don't know. Scratch the shit up. Whatever. It'll heal. It's all good. I'm still alive through that. Let's welcome you mods. You guys, please welcome Felicia. She has been talking to me for a while, and I think that she does come over quite a bit and sit with us and vibe with us. So you know what? I wanted to give her the opportunity of having a wrench over here. She wants to be here. Fine. However, let me tell you guys about the wrench thing. Normally, I would check with the older wrench ladies. Not winch, rich ladies. And we would go into a discussion about who we like to have moderate over here. And I'll tell you why. Because I have a group of ladies, and now the gentleman, Ed. I'm going to speak on behalf of the ladies because I have not seen with Ed. These ladies over here, they just don't be scattered about everywhere. They do go and participate in some discussions out there, but these ladies were chosen on behalf of me because I don't see them out there with the they said, oh, he said, oh, but they don't do that. And when you don't do that, that tells me that you are using your own mind to think about it, and you are not messy. You're not trying to take no mess back to the other page, and they sure in the hell do not bring no mess back over here to me. So for that, I love those ladies because I don't listen to the he say and the they say. I seriously have to see it with my own eyes. So I see things and I watch things, and that's what makes me make my choice of who I would like to have on the channel, because I know that if Pap is not out there sitting in these people chat rooms going what they said and he said and they said, I don't think that I would want any of the moderators to be doing so at all. Now, however, we do our these say, they said, what say amongst ourselves, because that lets us know whom to be aware of. So shout out to my moderators in the room. I appreciate you guys. I will not be adding any more moderators, and I'll tell you why. Because shit do get out of pocket out here. And the bigger you have your goddamn group, you can't narrow it down to who is the one that's doing the shit. If you keep your circle small, I don't care if it's 500 people coming in here in this chat and people are saying things or whatever, and I don't have enough moderators, it is what it is. They just go, it'll roll on by. But if you keep your group small, like I do, you won't have a problem pointing out where the problem is coming from. If I put 50, 60 goddamn moderators in here, you know what hell you got to go through to figure out who's doing the hell or what? No, I got what, six now, I think it is. Beauty, Peace, Harlem, Empress, APZ, and maybe 7, I think it is, and that's it. So I know if I have a problem, I could get all 7 of these people together and we could sit down and discuss what the problem is at. And if there's somebody that has to be eliminated, it's just that easy. It does. 50 people is too goddamn hard. You can't find the rat with 50, 60 goddamn people, because one gonna point the finger to the other and the other one. No, we gonna think smart. Gotta be smart out here. Gotta be smart. Good morning, Sharita. Good morning. Good morning. Now, let's get this chick out the way, you guys, and then I want to move on because I want to point some things out. I heard a message on a show late last night. Before I went to bed, I usually would click on it and see who's talking about what, and I sat through it for a minute, and just a piece of that message came up. Now, I think I'm at the point where I have to not give a damn about a lot of people's feelings, because this cold ass shit, this cold ass phrasing shit, with Mr. Robert Sylvester Cali, yeah, it needs to cut. It needs to cut. You throw people all in the river or in the lake or in the fucking ocean. Which goddamn one do you want us to swim up? It's ridiculous, but we're going to get to that, because I think that I spare some, and there's quite a few really that don't need sparing right now at this point. Don't nobody need sparing around Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. Nobody. If I had a magic wand, I promise you guys, I will be zapping and making a lot of people goddamn disappearing from off of these goddamn black streets, because it's a lot of people out here that has truly doing some verbal damage, doing the gossip damage, and it sucks. It really, really sucks that there's people like that. You guys know that we're putting together a panel over here on One Papoose and the One Pap Show. So if you are, if you would like to be part of a particular panel, depending on the discussion that we have, by all means, come on over and do so. Come on over and do so. The round table panel about Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, about the unjust and other things, lady talk, because I got a specific lady talk that I want to get into. By all means, come on over, share your opinion, put it on the table. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. But let me get to this problem right here. Let me address this goddamn, because she wants my attention, and she's gonna get it in a very nice goddamn way this morning. Yeah, she is. We're gonna give it to her in a good way this morning. So, where in the hell are you? Oh, here you are. Okay. Everybody's good this morning? Give yourself a heart if you're feeling good this morning. I need 20 more people to go ahead and hit that like button. You don't have to like me, but like the fact that you are over here and not blocked from the channel. Just like that. Give yourself a reason to hit that thumbs up button. Give yourself a reason. Other than, oh, let me see what she's got to say today. Come on. Let me get this girl. Let me get this girl. Oh, here you are. Here you are, Miss Olivia Pope. I'm pretty sure you're in the chat room. I'm almost pretty sure you are. And if you're not, I'm pretty sure that you're going to get this message. I am not a child. I am not a child, Olivia Pope. You will not get to say whom and what the fuck I can do over here on this channel. If you have a problem with it, you can exit your ass off of it. You let me know when Bookham hired your ass, because as last time I checked, Bookham don't have much money to be hiring any motherfucker to be trying to come and defend him by you coming over here. Obsession, like I spoke to you about what obsession is, Olivia Pope. I really did. I said, and then I said that Fox News went after Trump, say a whole bunch of shit about Trump, and it ain't killed him yet, have it? No. Do you think whatever the fuck I put on this page about Bookham and anybody else that it's going to hurt them? It's not going to kill him. The goddamn boy is up and breathing now, sitting over there on his goddamn fake ass job with a fake ass goddamn bulletproof and talking fucking bullshit about them goddamn two girls over there. Who gives a fuck? So Olivia Pope, stay off of my page. Don't leave any more comments on my page. And this is all of the goddamn attention that you're going to get from me. If you think that anytime that I'm worried about 1,000 subscribers, think again, honey. I have a more bigger priority, and it's called going to a career. I don't have a job. I have a career, sweetheart. I have a career. So when I do come on here, and the people that chooses to come in here on that platform don't have a problem with the 1,000 subscribers, have a problem with the people that come over here and vibe with me. Now get out your goddamn feelings and take that shit on somewhere, because I will continue to have a One Papoose Bookham motherfucking show. Period. Did you know that your boy sitting there now on this goddamn video shit talking about another person is lying on him, and everybody has heard all multiple goddamn audios. Audios don't lie. Put a 1 in the chat. Does an audio lie? Put a 2 in the chat if it don't. Does an audio lie? Everybody has chose to work with that boy has found some reason or another of hearing this guy tell a freaking lie. tell a lie after another lie. Everybody on the YouTube street that is open-minded about things knows how this guy has brought himself into this situation, which we're going to get to. We're going to go down the timeline today, you guys. So let's do that. Before the people that are in the chat, before you guys leave, I want to bring this to you guys' attention. I don't know if you guys are by... No, let me do this. Are there good writers in the room? If you are a good writer in the room, put an 8 in the chat. Let me see if there's good writers in the room. I mean, like, can seriously write an in-depth letter. I just want to see, because I have a proposal. Outside of all of the other bullshit that is going on, I have a serious proposal. Beauty, you can do it. Okay. I don't know about you people, but I have read multiple freaking articles on Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. And when I say multiples, you guys, I got to get all this stuff scanned. I got more stuff that I need to scan and put in a file. When I say multiple articles where they all contradict itself, they all says different things, right? They say different things. I'm going to turn this around because I kind of want to use this as well. I'm going to be a little bit over the place, you guys. So, hi, Janae. Hi, Priscilla. Good morning. Andrina, good morning. Hope y'all got those smiles on. Sending you guys some hugs from me to you, because that's the person that I am until, until you get rubbed. So I'm normal just like everybody else, you guys. I'm pretty much normal. Sweetheart. But when you rub me, you get the same thing that you guys are capable of giving to a person. We all got that little bad little adrenaline in us when it's necessary to use it. I have 55 people in the chat and only have 32 thumbs up. I want to give out some information, but let's get the likes up in the room. I said I'm hated by many, but only loved by some. So the some that I do have, go ahead. Hit those likes. The ones that's hated, I'm hated by, it's okay. Sit your ass in the bushes. Whatever. I get it. I'm not doing the beefing and the rah-rah today. I don't think so. Because that's when the numbers tend to go skyrocket, is when you're doing that. I don't have to do all of the yelling like I was born in a cornfield in Mississippi. I don't have to do all of that. But out of courtesy, if you're sitting in the chat room, hit the thumbs up button. That's all you got to do. And I'm going to keep annoying you guys with it. I'm not asking anymore for the goddamn subscribers. I'm not. But sitting over here and you want to take stuff back, hit the thumbs up button. I don't give a shit about the goddamn subscribers. I'm going to let you guys know that. I'm off of that shit. It is what it is. Now, for the writers that are in here, and I said that it's a lot of articles out there. Now, I'm going to ask you guys this. How many of you guys have read multiple articles where you read something and it was missing something? How many of you guys did that? Put a 1 in the chat. If you read a lot of news articles, just a lot of them, and you kind of looked at it and said, well, wait a minute, something is missing. Something is actually fucking missing through this story. Something is missing. Boom, boom, you be safe. Be safe. Okay, I only see 1. I see 2. So I'm waiting on the ones because I know it's got to be more than 2 people that then picked up an article and said something is missing in this goddamn article. Something, this ain't right. I'm reading. I seriously, like, I have one in front of me in particular. And I'm like, something ain't right. You told us a story. You gave us the story, but where's the rest of the goddamn story? So I also hear a lot of people out here saying that they're doing a lot of work for Mr. Kelly. We gonna do the work. We doing the work for Mr. Kelly, and every day I ask myself, what is it that these people are actually fucking doing? Where if I am pulling up a fucking article, I don't see the articles changing at all. I don't see it. So who's really doing the work? What type of work are the Black Tube Streets is really doing for Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly? What? Talking about him, telling the stories, arguing about who supports him and who's the most fan? Is that the argument? Is that the work? Because that's what I see. I talk to him. You talk to him. You couldn't keep that shit on the down low? Why even share that shit? Why does that shit make people feel more important by saying that I talk to him? Why? I don't get that shit. Can anybody, goddamn it, not tell some shit? Because that's crazy. It's crazy. But here we go with this goddamn articles, you guys. Here we go. Here we go. Curtis Ray, good morning. Good morning. What I have here, you guys, and yes, it's going to take a little bit of work. And I know that the opposites or whatever, the people that are against him is, probably do something that will distract this as well. Distract it as well. But it's worth a try. Everything is worth a try. I don't know if you guys have a pen or so by you and some paper. I don't know. But you can go on and pull up, right? What I have is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have 12 of them. 12. Do you know that the stories that are being put out in all of these articles can be changed? It just takes a lot of persistence. It's going to take a lot of writing to do. You have to overwhelm these editors with letters to change these articles up and put in. They can leave their part in, but let's add some more to the facts, because the people out here that believes that Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly is guilty because of a freaking porno videotape is what they're using. An underage, that's it. Everybody out here is brainwashed because of this videotape. They don't want to look past of all the possibilities of what Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly is not. So it's going to take a little bit more work than the arguing. I have here a lot. I said 12. Spin.com, SPIN.com, wrote an article. Pull it up. Look who the editor is on that. Address your letter to spin.com. Address it. Look it up. Find the address. I'm not doing all the goddamn work. Slam this editor with what you believe is facts, what you have learned, what your facts are about Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, and attach your proof to it. Find it, because it's out there. Spin.com. Heavy.com wrote a fucked up article about Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. Heavy.com. Look it up. Find the article. Slam that person with different letters. Different letters. This is going to take a lot of work. It really does. But if a lot of people who says that they are here for Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly and they want to help, you got to get the editors out here, these big places. APnews.com. NPR.org. They wrote a nasty goddamn letter. They wrote a nasty article. Left out a whole bunch of shit. Whole bunch of shit. BBC.com wrote out a fucked up article. Fucked up article. InTouchWeekly.com. Billboard.com. All of the shit that we talk about, that we have found some flaws in these stories that got put out here to the people. Put them in the letter. Send, goddamn it, flood these editors. Yeah, you can get the addresses and everything to exactly where they are. You can do it. That's helping Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. Got to get out here and change the mindset. You're not going to change the mindset going back and forth here on the Black Tube Street. Billboard.com. Yeah, they wrote a fucked up article. Left out a whole bunch of shit. I'm going too fast, sweetheart. Where you want me to bag it back up? I'm going to go back. I'll go back up. Spin. I'm going to go slow.com. Spin.com. Look up the articles they've written on Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. If you don't like that article and you know that there are some flaws, there's some missing keynotes in here that should favor Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, you have to slam these editors now. We can't get to the higher up, right? You can't get to the president, which is, we're going to talk about that because, like I said, somebody put a message out here and I like this person, but the message just didn't sit well with me. I got a goddamn problem. What up, 312, sweetheart? What up? I got a goddamn problem. And I like people. What I don't like about people is when you get to lay back and talk that cold shit. It gives me a problem. And I really I like this person, y'all. But the cold shit, don't sit well with me. I'm not sitting over here with a PhD and all that goddamn high-level intellectual shit. But I do have common sense, and I know when shit ain't right. Cut the cold shit out. You sending three goddamn ways for people to travel. The stream, the river, and the fucking ocean. It's like, which one you sending them up? The second one is heavy.com. You can write those letters. You can persuade these goddamn editors out here. You can persuade them, but you got to slam their ass. It's got to be multiple letters. Even if you are Xeroxing, your one letter and turn that letter into 20, put goddamn stamps on that shit and flood these goddamn editors who came out and wrote all of this bullshit about Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. They wrote their articles. I read this article. I'm going to read it. I'm going to skim through it because it's pretty long. I read this article, you guys. And like I said, I'm going, okay, well, wait a minute. Well, where's the song? Wait a minute now, y'all missing a whole bunch of shit in this article. That's the shit that needs to be addressed. You got to get these goddamn editors, clean their shit up. You got to flood them. I'm just saying, I know a lot of people probably might be, that's a fucked up idea. And if you choose so, then, you lay back off of this one here. I am going to reach out and write to the best of my ability what I'm going to write. I'm going to even put my goddamn who, what, when, where's, and why's in here. How you write this fucked up ass story, but you missing a whole bunch of bullshit in here. You said he did this. Well, what I found in between this motherfucking right here is some more shit went on. You got to point them out. Y'all want to help him? Help him. Get into the mindset. Get these goddamn editors, get on their goddamn nerves. If they keep burning them and you don't see a change of action out here, you keep doing it and you keep doing it. Guess what it's going to get to? Probably their head editor-chief. Well, what's going on? Who's flooding this? Y'all got to make these fucking letters flood to these editors just as like the same goddamn way you flooding them down there to Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. Their motherfucking letters should be hitting these editors like it's fucking Christmas. Some editor in there is going to get hold to them and rewrite these goddamn stories. I'm just saying. You got APnews.com. You have NPR.org. Look them up. The addresses is there. The editor name is there on who wrote these goddamn articles that turned Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly into a monster out here because they only heard one side. They only got one side of the story. You people says that you have the other side of the story. I'm going to stop at the npr.org because I know that there's got to be at least 5 more likes in this goddamn room. I sit over here and I vibe with you guys just out of respect for the goddamn channel. Hit the thumbs up button. I'm still a nice person, but sometimes y'all making me ask for things that I want, that y'all know that it's okay to give me. Because I have so many that hates me than they do love me, you choose to not hit that thumbs up button over there. It's not all good. It's not all good that you guys are like that. And I get that sometimes you got to take what you get, but I also know that I have a voice. I have a mouth to ask for you people to help the goddamn channel. It's not that freaking hard. Hello, Nisimo. It's not that hard. The next one on the list is going to be bbc.com. bbc.com. You're going to have another one, intouchweekly.com. Yeah. They wrote a fucked up half-ass article, one-sided, painted Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly as the monster. They say that it's hard for us as a group to come together as Black people to fight for something that could be coming at our male population out here. Say we can't get to those big people up there. You know, your unjust, your government, your legislative people, to stop them from bringing down something that can hurt the younger men, the upcoming newborn people. That's what they say out here. It's hard for that. But when you think of the editors, these are the ones that get your message out there. If we can get the message to them and overwhelm them, then just maybe your legislative and all your government people, senators and all that, they're going to start looking at something a little bit different. So we can't hit them from the top. Let's get them from the middle. Let's get these goddamn news writers. Let's get them. The next one is billboard.com. Go pull them up. Read the articles carefully. Through your reading of these articles, ask yourself, wait a minute, where is this part of it? That's going to help you write your letter. Read what they wrote. Copy and paste your shit. Do it. And then underneath of what they wrote, put your facts and your receipts along to there with exactly what the fuck they wrote, but this is the findings of what we have here. So your shit ain't right, and we're demanding a goddamn change of it. We're demanding a change in all these fucking articles written about Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. You got time, time.com. There's another one. Grab you one as I throw them at you. Just grab you one. And if you are a writer, even if you not, if you write your shit worse than goddamn it, Dr. Seuss, write it. Have someone proofread your shit. Give them the regular article that you have, and then give them the correction, and let whoever is around you read them and ask them, does this make sense to you? Does it make sense to you? Does it make sense? The moderator, Beauty, they all know my cash out. vbiz.org. VBEZ. VBEZ.org. Grab them. Grab that one. Fucked up article, y'all. Fucked up. Left out a whole bunch of shit. Another one. Refinery29.com. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all heard of a lot of these news reporting people. Put a 1 in the chat. Put a 2 in the chat if you haven't. Put a 2 in the chat if you haven't. If you have, Put a 1. My Cash App is up, and I'm not even really asking for no goddamn Cash Apps. I'm asking for the people to come together. Change up this damn narrative. That's the PayPal. One is the Cash App. Right now, I'm focusing in on this. I put it up. You guys asked for it. Refinery is spelled REFINERY 29.com. Hi, Regina. Hi. Hello, ladies. Hi. Complex, COMPLEX.com. Oh, you say, Nancy Curtis, you're on night shift? I love my night shift. Days, me and Days just, and then, it's, do some things and then go to work. So, but I like my evening into my night shift. So, one more for you guys, and there is plenty more to pull up. The last one is the Atlantic, theatlantic.com. What I'm saying is that these are all editors that made a choice to probably collaborate with each other, call each other up. What you got on it, Going off of basically of what your news reported, a lot of them off of the docuseries, all of them, and they put together their stories. So they grab that part from what the news and everything says, and since we can't get no attention from the news, we can't get anybody out there on the news. And right now, I am not 100% in support of the brothers. I'm sorry. I just don't think that with their backgrounds and with what's going on with them and their family, their brothers, I don't think, this is my opinion, that they would have been a good choice to put out there. I think that you just need somebody clean. I don't care if it is a brother, a sister, mother, uncle, auntie, or whatever. You gotta bring clean people. Clean. No nothing, because it is a prosecutor's job to bring out the most dirt of the dirt of the dirt to turn. That's their job. Their job is to squeeze the shit up out of you, to make you say something negative or make it, put a problem out there about the person that is on the defense. That's what they do. So I can't understand. I'm sorry, where Miss Winbush brain was at that time. No, as much they got to love their brother from afar, because they got a goddamn story to tell, and they story to tell. If these prosecutors get hold to them and squeeze the fucking blood out of them, it's not going to look good on behalf of supporting Mr. Robert Sylvester County. And I don't care what nobody say out there. That's just my opinion of it. She should have left them where they were. Just that they just gonna have, talk to privately or so to the attorneys, ask how he's doing, let him know that we love him, do it that shit undercover. But you want to bring these two brothers out here, and right now, I'm sorry, they words just, y'all just don't know. I got a bad, I'm like, oh, what is this woman doing? Well, I'm gonna say what she's doing in a minute, because right now I can't spare no more feelings, because it's fucked up out here, and I really have been sparing them. When I say that, it's a lot of dirty, toxic ass people, you guys. It is. I don't know what this spirit is that's telling me. I don't know, and I try not to do all of this spirit. You don't. But when it sends you, it sends you. And I have hesitated a lot about clicking on this button. I do. I hesitated about it. I got to get back over to my laughing and everything. But sometimes when it moves you, it moves you. And you got your two different types of toxic out here. You got your mad toxic of people because they did not get a chance to be the chosen one for Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly for whatever the reason is, for being a goddamn makeup artist, for being a particular spokesperson, and all this shit. You're mad. So they take all of Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly's stories and things that's going on in the Black Tube streets and contradict it. They put like this sleigh on it where the sleigh goes like this. So you don't know what to do. And then you have your other toxic ass goddamn people out here who has literally set up shit, did shit where they have made a financial goddamn gain off of Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. Those are two different different toxic ass goddamn people. And I don't care how y'all put it. Like I say, this is my opinion. And since I'm already the most goddamn hated out here, what the fuck am I holding back for? Huh? Since I'm the most goddamn hated out here because of how I speak in my opinions, what the fuck am I holding back for? So if you're moving, like I said, and you have said something that raise an eyebrow on, I'm going to speak on it. I am going to get down this timeline. I truly hope that you guys, as well as myself, because I'm participating in it. I'm not going to send people or ask people to come out and do certain things and I don't participate in it. You get me, Wimbush? You don't send your crew out there while you stay snuggle up in your bed. It is what the fuck it is, because I'm not coming at her like that. I'm just calling out the bullshit. I got a fucking problem. I hope you guys grabbed some of the names that I threw out there. When I say that this can be done, it can be done. This here requires a one accord. One accord. Copy your shit that you chose to write up to go to the editor that put this article out over on spin.com, and you go goddamn it, copy that shit damn near 50 times. If you're gonna have to lose a little money. But you set y'all for Mr. Kelly. Lose a little bit of pocket change because it's going to cost a bit to get all this shit Xerox copy and get it out there to these editors. It is. You're going to have to take a hit somewhere. You want the job done, you're going to have to take the hit somewhere financially because it's going to require a little bit of your money. Get it to them, you guys. I picked me out 3. I'm going to get down and go and get my shit wrote up based off an article. I'm going to take an article and I'm going to have my who, what, when, where's, and why's up in here. And I'm going to attach some factual shit that I am aware of that is being left out of his story. And I'm going to get it to these people. If you on board, shout out to you. If you not, shout out to you too. Sit back and watch the people that are on board go to work. That's all I'm saying. Go to work. We'll know if it's going to work because it's going to be an ongoing process. You don't stop every fucking week. Pick your day out of the week, of Monday or Tuesday. That is best where you have time out your schedule. That day of the week that you have chosen, slam it again. Slam it again. Slam them again. They gonna have a big ass bag like what Santa Claus carried around of fucking letters up in their goddamn newsroom printing this shit, and it's gonna be somebody up in there that's gonna be curious, like what in the fuck is going on? Get the attention. Somebody gonna start printing these stories out here to this world the right way. Put all the fucking details in there. Don't leave none of the cosmetic out of it. Put it all. We want it all in there. The foundation, everything, so that people can actually see the truth about Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. Let's move on because I'm done with this one right here. I'm done. However, I do want to read a little bit on here, and I didn't want to really stay on here this long. If you guys are doing good in the chat, give yourself a heart. Let me see some hearts in the chat. If that makes sense to you guys in the chat room, put a blue heart up in the chat. If what I said is a start to moving in a different direction for Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, can I see some blue hearts in the chat room? Hey, Demetria. Hi, Demetria. Okay. Because I don't want to sit here and not make sense to you guys, and this is worthless. If it's worthless, say it's worthless. If we shouldn't be doing this, then say, oh, you know what, fuck that shit. You know, da 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 da. That's all you gotta do. That's it. Because the other shit that's going on is failed. It's failed. The shit that Miss Winbush has done is failed. You talk all these big words and shit, and I'm sorry, I ain't trying to shit on her shit, but it's a failure. It's a failure. You sent those girls out there. You teamed up with those girls. Now those girls are over there arguing about who did what and what did what, and they support this and they support that. One was out there on behalf of your helping to push that Washington March out there, came out there, flashed a goddamn gun. You tell these people how that looks good for Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. Maybe, Miss Winbush, you should have a talk with your girls and tell them that you can't go out there. Teddy's barking, you guys, so y'all know what that means, right? I gotta go see what's going on. Because Teddy's barking. Hold on. Teddy's barking. What's wrong with that?
And live my life. Don't take it personal, but I ain't lying. I ain't hiding, I've been grinding, multiplying. I've been trying to get my weight up, staying freedom, meditating and taking time away. You always posting up pictures, trying to look like you're winning. I'm writing rhymes in the kitchen, soaking the moments we live in. Yeah,
You got the nerve to be on me.
faking your life for the IG. You got my number, don't add me, 'cause baby, I'm a hiatus. I'm a hiatus. I'm a hiatus. I'm a hiatus. Baby, don't change for me.
Okay. I don't know what he was barking about, y'all. He was freaking out. You said, to be honest, planning multiple rallies is really not helping. The ones will make a difference is during the trial time. And I agree with you right now. And I agree 312 right now, because it's just not, they're just not being put out there to benefit anything. Like what? Every rally has literally pretty much came back with a bunch of bad feed to it. Everybody, it's bad. It takes people, that's on the ops or whatever to tear it down. It's like we have not had one literally to come back without it being criticized. Not one. And it's sad. It really sucks. It really sucks. You didn't make up your mind. Get out of my room. Just beat it. I don't know what's Teddy's problem today, y'all. He did have a doctor's appointment this morning. He's checked out A-OK. So you said put the information in. I don't have community, Nancy. You have to have 1,000 subscribers. I am not reaching 1,000 subscribers. I just told you I am hated by many, but only loved by some. So the many that I am hated by refuses to subscribe to the channel, sweetheart. So the information that I do give, you're going to have to just catch it live on my channels, because, there's been a struggle with me reaching the 1,000. And in order to get the community for me to post, information like this, yeah, it's required through YouTube to have 1,000 subscribers. So I'm sorry, sweetheart. You got to catch it on the live until I can get there. That's all. Okay. You said, I think that everyone should be consistent. You're absolutely right with the facts. You're right with the facts. So, but I agree with 312. Oh, I love your hearts, loved one. You're cute. And Nancy, that's the situation with me with the putting out additional information. Right now, when I look on the community chats, I have to be honest. A lot of community chats out there is just it's fighting too. It's like fuck you, bitch, and then over here you go and listen. It's like fuck you, bitch, over there on that one. I'm like, okay, yeah, that's what's going on, Nancy. That's what's going on. So, but we'll get there. We'll get there. I just got to turn around a lot of the hate because a lot of people don't have a reason to hate me. It's just the way that I bring my content. It caused them to be like, oh, we ain't fucking with her. Or it's because, it was a lot of beef going on earlier. So a lot of people was told to, don't fuck with that channel over there. Don't fuck, it's fuck her. And it's because, Nancy, I don't come indirect. I am the person where I have a problem. And if I have a problem, it's hard for me to tell my story of the who, what, when, where, and why's if a person is in the story. Just like I'm saying about these articles. They left out a lot of things in these articles. Well, this is why they left them out. Because they indirect. So if you're indirect, you can't get a clear picture about what's going on, then all of these people out here that has gotten hold to all of these articles, you see what it led them to believe? That Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly is a monster. And that's because all of the who, what, when, where, and why's were left out of all of these articles. And this is why I am the most goddamn hated. It is the way they don't like how I say things and I get that. I get that. But I have to bring it the way that I know how to bring it so that it can make sense. If I sit over here and be coding shit, then you'll be out there wondering, oh, well, who's she talking about? Well, when did that happen? Well, how did that happen? I don't leave that shit out my stories. I don't leave it out. It's going to come out. Thank you, Felicia, support. Felicia popping that shit up. Thank you. Miss Winbush, she doesn't... Here's what I think about Miss Winbush. I think that Miss Winbush... Miss Winbush. I'll take it back to when Miss Winbush brought out her story about she was a nanny, right? And this is where I have always raised an eyebrow about Miss Winbush. It is what it is. She brought out the story about she was a nanny and she was in the kitchen, right? And when she was in the kitchen, she said that she had to look for some fire to light the grill. She's going to do some chicken, right? I don't know how many of you guys remember that story, but I goddamn it remember the story. A lot of them I probably don't, but there's certain people I do remember. And she said that she had to go and look for a light, so that she could light the goddamn grill. I'm like, okay, you fucking nanny. And I'm pretty sure it's about 100 drawers over there in that goddamn mansion. And if it's not, then you got to do it the ghetto way. You roll up some motherfucking newspaper and paper towels and you turn on the fire to the stove and you light that bitch and you run outside, you throw that bitch out in the grill. I'm just saying. But no, she took upon herself to go travel through the home looking for some fire, came across some particular underwear or the panty things or whatever, right? And whatever. Well, you know what? I'm going to have to somewhere believe that Miss Winbush as well was probably tied somewhere in with, and this is all alleged. This is alleged. I don't have facts for this stuff, but I can tell you what I think. She was involved. I think that she as well was up in there, not with Mr. Kelly, but probably with some of the other ladies. Drea, Sparkle, all that menage a trois ass shit. That's just how I feel about this shit, y'all. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I can't tell y'all. Shit went bad. Real bad. Quick, went bad. She came out to tell you her stories, remember, about Miss Andrea was telling you that, well, that's a lie about Miss Andrea. She was throwing Miss Andrea Kelly out there, under the bus, saying that she did have money. She was doing all of that shit. She was telling you guys right in your face. She was throwing all the other motherfucking women under the bus. But she left out her fucking part. She just painted herself as a goddamn nutritionist or a goddamn maid or whatever she was doing. That was something else. I'm sorry. This is just me, in my opinion, that she was goddamn doing in that damn house. So now I believe that you are out here. I don't know for what. Trying to do what? Yeah, I'm going to figure that shit out. I'm over here like a motherfucking Inspector Gadget. When I say I'm over here like a motherfucking Inspector Gadget, y'all, I'm over here Inspector Gadgeting some shit up. Now, it may be some broken pieces in it, but I'm going to have to say that Miss Winbush was, you know, and the crazy thing about it, you guys, out of all these goddamn articles, everything, you know, I can't find shit about nothing that woman done. Like cook no motherfucking egg McGriddles or nothing. I mean, he didn't speak on a fucking a good maid at all or a good nutritionist at all. Somebody tell me why not? Why isn't there one goddamn sentence out of 50 goddamn articles or 60 or 80 articles that I have of him not saying how well his nutritionist fed him? I don't understand. You say you was with him for what, a couple of years? That man ain't had shit nice to say about Miss Winbush at all. Cause I was looking, nothing. I ain't found shit. But where I'm going is, you keep coming out sending this person over here, and you tried to group up with Sylvia and them, but because that shit didn't work out or whatever, you call Sylvia lazy and this or that, you know, and I'm gonna have to put the capital L on it a little bit. I've seen Sylvia come out, I seen a whole bunch of other people do the works for Sylvia. I really ain't seen Sylvia do much of shit, but you know, say some shit. It is what the fuck it is. And I'm not coming at her. I'm telling you what the fuck I saw. Even at the marches. Sylvia just got the camera up and shit. And you know, she's the editing person. She's the filming person. But if you got so much shit to say and you know so much shit, you come back and say that the sister said this or this person has said this. It's like, I'm a little bit confused about it. That. But let's go back, because Bush, you sent you had that march, then you came back with the excuse about the brothers couldn't make it out. Well, I don't know about you guys, but it didn't take a rocket scientist to know that this brothers couldn't travel to another goddamn state after being goddamn released just out of fresh out of prison. Where the fuck is he going? We all know. I don't know about y'all, but I know how that shit works. I knew he wasn't going nowhere but across the motherfucking street. That's about as far as he was going to be able to go. And you coming out here like you was really finna get this man all over here in Washington, D.C. Are you fucking kidding me? I know it didn't work like that, but I don't know about y'all. Like, ain't finna let this man go across the country fresh out of prison. What? I was like, okay, you put that out there. Okay. Then you turn around. Now 1 minute is book 'em, and then 1 minute is not book 'em. Then 1 minute it is book 'em. Then 1 minute it's not book 'em. Then book 'em turns and say, well, 1 minute is Winbush, and then 1 minute is not Winbush. So you sent some girl out there. You grouped up with these girls and you sent them out there. Never checked out to see if these were good girls or bad girl, because one bad girl went wrong. One bad girl. She sat on the screen, Miss Winbush. Pull guns and tell people to run up on me, bitch. This is what you gonna get. And if you think that that's the type of image of supporting Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly looks good, then you, Miss Winbush, has another thing coming. You sending people out here that's putting the image out that is hurting Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. And this is how it hurts him, Mrs. Winbush, because the media and everything catches this, right? And everything that they do, pulling guns, arguing back and forth on the thing like Bookham does with these women and, you know, a lot of other people. Yeah, they use his name while they do it. They use his name. We were out there supporting Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. That's right. Run up on me, bitch. Put the picture together, Miss Winbush, and you decide if that shit looks good. Because it didn't. Really didn't. But it's just funny how everything that don't look good comes from those people, her. It's just a circle of them. It's a circle of them. Y'all all look suspicious. Y'all all look goddamn suspicious. All of them. Every last one of them. Every last one. I am the other side, the ladies. You talk to Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, and the sister said this, and then I come across a goddamn article that one of the sisters put out, which I have not seen it get corrected yet, about another goddamn inmate hurt Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. It says another inmate. So I came out because what I like to do is bring some of the people, some of the article news or whatever that they don't usually see. They don't jump on other people's channels or whatever. And I put that article out about what Renee Kelly said. She said in her Facebook page that another inmate has harmed. And I brought that shit out here. It has not been changed or corrected yet. You have not heard Renee Kelly come out and say, well, one papoose. No, what I meant to say, change your shit. Stop putting out misinformation, because you know that what we do as good people that is looking to put information out that will help verbally Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. We like to repeat the shit, the good shit. We like to repeat it. We like to repeat if something is happening to him where we can probably, or the people can probably maybe write a letter saying, we hope you feel better. Keep your head up. But if you're going to put articles and stuff like this out here, you're suspect. You're suspect. You're putting these goddamn false accusations, or how you fucking feel. Let me see how the people are going to react to this. It's like, stop it. Just stop it. Stop it. Everybody had an agenda, and I can call out quite a few people who I feel that has a goddamn agenda, but I'm going to say that for a better goddamn day. This is why I am the most hated one, you guys. This is why I'm the most hated one, and I'm good with that. I'm okay with that. I'm not out here looking for no gain at all. Looking out here for all you people that says that you are in support of Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. Right now, you got to knock off the fan. He don't need a fan right now. He's not the stage man that y'all know. He's not. You could pick that up back later once you guys work and say that you support him. Now, get your shit together and go on out there and get these letters and shit and hit this goddamn country flooded, because it can happen on one accord. On one accord. I don't want shit out of this. Nothing. I want to get off of here after I give y'all some love and y'all shed a little love back, and I'm going to take my black ass on to work, and then I'm going to get my support of what I am capable and what my knowledge level will take me to put some shit out. Change up the goddamn program out here. And it can happen. That shit that y'all seeing going over there is like, let's look at that shit and just laugh at it. Because by now, if you've sat on here close to 2 years by now, and if you can't pinpoint who the fuck to take out your goddamn equation of distractions, then that's on you. Then you got a problem. Then you're in your feelings about it. Stop being a fan. Now be a true support system. And you guys can do it. I want to go over a little bit of this timeline, but I'm going to address one more thing because, like I said, I heard a message last night, right? Heard a message last night, and it did. It brought me to where I got a problem. A goddamn problem. And the message was that Where was Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly? This is a question, you guys. And if you know the answer, please put it in the chat room, because I'm actually talking to you guys today. I'm not off in Wonderland and not paying attention. I see each and every last one of you guys' comments today. But where was Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly last residency? Anybody knows? Put it in the chat, because everybody should know. Everybody should know. Everybody should know. What was his last resident? What was his last resident? I'll wait. There you go. I'll wait. I'll wait. I see y'all. I see y'all. I'll wait. I'll wait. I'll wait. Okay. All right. So the message from last night that I heard was Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly last lived in the Trump Towers, right? The message was put out like, why isn't it that a lot of people didn't pick up on it, right? Trump Towers, Trump, right? That means that Trump would have known or do know what exactly went on with Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly in the Trump Towers, right? Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly as well has to pay condo fees and rent and all of that type of shit, right? What bothers me is that who the message came from, who the message come from, right? And when I saw who the message came from, and here I am sitting here saying to myself, but wait a minute, wait one motherfucking minute now, just wait. I was like, hold up, I had to rewind the goddamn video. What up, Travis? I had to rewind it for a minute, because the person that was speaking about the Trump Towers in association with Trump and Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, it was like, you people need to go out there and because you could talk to you can get to Trump. That was his building. He would know the facts about what happened to Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly and allegedly how he was living and everything up in the Trump Towers, right? This is the message coming from this person. I said, I got a goddamn problem. I got a problem. But the person that put the message out was also a person that was on the defense for Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, if I'm not mistaken. And this person was also close to the two siblings that claims that they are Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly brother. If you are that close to them, why the fuck didn't they do anything? Why in the fuck did they do anything and then bring the people on board to your powerful movement, to your powerful fucking movement? But now I see some separation between the two sisters and the other person. But now this is what y'all should be doing. You lost me right there on that one, sister. You lost me on that one. You totally fucking lost me on that one. I got a goddamn problem with that shit. Because last I checked, you were advocating and everything for this man. I'm going to invite you on the panel. I really am. But because you speak so well in the codes, just didn't make sense to me. And when I say I got a motherfucking problem, nobody's goddamn exempt. And I love everybody. But when you speak it, the best thing to do with Pap is to make sure that she don't hear it. That's it. Then you clear me. You clear. I love everybody, but in order to figure out this elimination goddamn game, you're gonna have to start hitting people. You got to hit motherfuckers. Because you sat there and said that this is where people should have been looking. This is where people would have got some answers to things when it came to the Trump Towers and Trump and Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, because you made it appear that Mr. Trump would know pretty much a lot about what was going on up in his Trump Towers when it came to Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. Now, I'm not sure about this, and maybe you guys can help me out with this. Was there any other celebrities? Are there any other celebrities that lives up in the Trump Tower? Because there probably is, right? Yes, critical thinker. It's time for elimination. And I'm not saying don't visit. It's buffering. If it's buffering, then somebody's probably hitting a reports thing or whatever. So, okay, you said yes, it is. Yes, it is. I think that it may be some importance of, I'm going to try to dig up to see what other celebrities are up in there, just out of interest. Because we're talking about the Trump Towers. We're talking about if there was any cult or anything of so going on and the girls were being held captive and everything up in the Trump Towers. Don't y'all think that would Mr. Trump would have reacted on that shit immediately? Because I don't think that he would be sitting there allowing one of his resident people to be holding or bringing that type of shit to his place of business. It's a place of business, his residential place. I just don't think so. I don't think that Trump would have risked any of his people that was buying condos and renting apartments would have that type of activity going on up in there. But I think what she was saying that I need her on the panel. I just need her on the panel. I do. What it did, though, is I had a problem with it. And when I say I got a goddamn problem, yeah, that was a problem for me. It really was. I can't understand, why you would push something like they're out there when in the same breath you were advocating for him alongside with the sisters. But you say why people didn't look this way or do these things this way. But if you're advocating him, if you were advocating for Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, campaigning, pushing awareness, which you were with the sisters, then I have to counter question you. Why didn't you do? Why didn't you push and open up a door to grab people clearly, not in a cold way? Come get on this side so that we can go do this because I found this and this needs to be addressed. We could do this as a team. Why didn't I hear you say that? That bothers me. It bothers me. You better believe it, 312. All this cold ass shit. Get them all on the panel. We can easily process of elimination can happen just like that. You full of shit. 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 That go around in a goddamn circle. You full of shit. Get the fuck on. Get the fuck on. Because it's time right now. It's really time. It's time for it. This is coming into 2 years with this man. And all you got out here is a bunch of fucking coded ass goddamn people. It's time for it. It's time. It's time for a process of goddamn elimination. You guys are on the freaking chats over there. You are hearing these people say these cold ass things, but because we like them, because we got to respect their feelings, we got to respect their thoughts. I get that, but everything is worth challenging. If a person, this is a person is going to continue to like you if you challenge them. If you challenge them. If they have an attitude about what you challenge them on because you're looking for more facts, you're looking for this person to make themselves believable to you. Get an answer that will help you understand so you don't have to be out there steady doing this shit. If they get an attitude behind all of that and they want to bark back at you, elimination. It's elimination time. You can get them. You can reverse psychology up on the ones that's trying to put the PhD psychology bullshit in your minds. In your minds. Stay clear of the staring into their goddamn eyes. Don't stare into the eyes. If you're staring into the eyes of a person, see, I'm going to turn away so y'all don't get to look into my eyes. If you don't get to see the stare in my eyes and the person is not blinking and they staring at you, you're focusing more on what my eyes are saying to you than what my mouth is. If I turn away from you, you'll hear what the fuck I'm saying to you. You'll hear it. You'll hear it. You'll hear it. But you got a lot of them out there speaks to you with your eyes. Eyes is a part of manipulation. You can stare into here. You'll miss the message coming out of here. This shit here hypnotize your ass. Have your mind silhouetting off to some motherfucking la-la land. Mesmerized by the eyes. Don't look into the eyes, people. Hear what's coming out of the mouth. Keep your head down while as they talk. You will catch them goddamn keynotes of bullshit that they put out there. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And we can still love, but right now I think that it's a process of elimination. I think it's time for a process of elimination. That's what I'm just saying. Like, aren't you guys tired of hearing the bullshit back and forth, back and forth? You'll never get the truth of what happened between those two girls out at that goddamn march. You'll never get the truth of it. But I'm going to say this, and it's because, like I said, I got a goddamn problem. There was a message put out here about somebody came by at those people rally that they chose to do over there. Message came out that some people came by, and I had some people out in the area. You looked your people up, and then you took time and people went out. But you also said the rally was what, on a Tuesday or something like that, a Tuesday or Wednesday or some shit. You also said that they were going to work. Well, was it like 2-3 people in there? I'm just going to have to assume that they were carpooling just on a specific day of a goddamn rally. It was wrong. Should have left that alone. And when I say wrong is wrong, when I say toxic can be toxic, I don't care what it is you're trying to pull off or whatever, should have left that shit alone. Because this shit about this rally wouldn't have went into a big goddamn entanglement. See, when you try to catch other people doing some shady shit or the way that played out, then you end up doing some shady shit that just when it happens to be about the hot topic of Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, the shit that you did was wrong and the shit of what they did now is wrong. You can't put two wrongs together and say that it was right and then use Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly's name around it. You did absolutely nothing. On both sides, they did absolutely nothing. I just can't understand for the sake of me of how, just because there is relatives or whatever in a different state, that I'm going to take it upon myself to send some people out there and then turn around and say that they were car fucking pooling to go to work. It didn't say they were carpooling, but in order for all of these people, maybe it was 2 or 3 in a vehicle to come out to see if there was a goddamn rally going on and then to say that they were going to work. All these motherfuckers work at the same place. I just find some unbalanced bullshit up in there. Should have left them people shit alone. They could have fucked it up on their own, just like they did. They could have did. They could have did that. Two wrongs don't make a damn right. Gotta let some stuff just be, because Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly's name is being used around everybody that is choosing to do things. Could have went over there, whether if they had 5 or 6 goddamn people out there, and just let that shit be. But because there was a personal beefing going on between two people, sent somebody out there to spy on them. Of course, they got spooked. And now look at that shit. It escalated to the guns and to the B word, to this and then to that. And now using all Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly's name. When I say that, in my opinion, when my gut and my heart sinking together, when I say all of them. Now, I'm not trying to take it here, but I'm going to take it here because I was brought up on in my lifestyle where I was led to believe that white is right. That's what I learned. That's what I learned as I was growing up. White was always right. When it was a volleyball game or something, we had the white team and you had the black team that was playing from different high schools, right? The white team, they got to serve the ball first. I'm just saying, just speak. Example. White is always right. I'm sorry, Miss Sylvia. White ain't always right. You attached yourself to someone who's just not always right about the stuff that she does. And that's why I say I cannot touch toxic. You made your choice. I try not to look into colorism. I really, really do. But sometimes you can't let colorism go because of what I've been learned. I've learned how it's so easy for them to try to take control and lead. And that's exactly what you chose to let the counterpart do. And it sucks. Because her leading does nothing but back and forth of bitch this and the bitch that and the bitch this and I wish a bitch it would. And at the end of it, Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly's name comes out of it. Make it make sense. So you ask yourself, is white is right? Because at this time, white, she ain't goddamn it right all the time. She ain't motherfucking right. And I'm sorry. So if she's looking toxic, then your ass is goddamn toxic because you allow it. And I get it. We're going to pray to God tomorrow. Hallelujah. Thank you, freaking Jesus. It is what it is. It is what it is. I think I've talked long enough, you guys. I did have a story and I wanted to start back. I really did. I should go now, right? I just kept up enough shit. Put 1 in the chat if I should leave. Because it is 1:22. Put a 1 in the chat, put a 2 in the chat if I should give y'all about maybe 5 or 10 more minutes. Because I do have some shit to touch on about this goddamn I gotta take it back. I like taking shit back to the beginning. I like taking it back to the freaking goddamn beginning. And I got a 2 in the chat. I should give about 5 more minutes. If everybody's, I like to make sure you guys are still okay and you know, not add me to your most hated list. Don't add me to your most hated list. Just look at me as just like the other people out here. I just got a voice. I just have a voice. That's it. That's it. I just have a voice. And start the panels. Give everybody the opportunity to come on the panel for us to do agree to disagrees. To go, all we got to take Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly's story back to the beginning, you guys. I know a lot of people say, oh, we're tired of talking about it. You can't be tired of talking about it. He ain't even went to trial yet. You got to keep talking about this shit over and over, because the more you talk about it, the more shit you're going to find, and then there is more shit that needs to be questioned. There's more. There's not an ending to this shit until Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly is vindicated. That's what y'all want. So you can't get tired. You can't get tired. Start this shit over. Start this shit over We need to go down the timelines of this shit. Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly fucking whereabouts. Where was his whereabouts and everything? Pinpoint all his goddamn concerts and shit all the way from his career of 19... Give me a year, you guys. 1990s. 1990s. Take it all the way back from when this man first opened his mouth. Because I like to start back with that goddamn Tiffany Hawkins. Y'all know Tiffany Hawkins, right? Tiffany Hawkins, the one that also got the $250,000 settlement with what's her name? Slogan. I like to call her Logan. Give me a second, you guys. I gotta check on something. Okay. I had to check on that right there. See what that was. The leaf guys picking it up. So oh, you said, girl, I just got here. What happened? Nothing. We all cool, calm, copacetic. We are Miss Love Beauty. I don't know if I missed you guys, Ebony. If I missed any of you guys, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. I appreciate you guys coming over, showing a little bit of love over here. Don't be a stranger. Come back, sit in, and enjoy the chat. You even have your chance to put your words and topics out here. I don't just run this chat just for my mouth. I allow this chat to be open to everybody who has a constructive opinion. You know, for Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, we're trying to change the narrative out here. We got to push to change the narrative out here. Ain't that right, Priscilla Spencer? Ain't that right, Priscilla? Money gang, what up with you? What up with you? How's life treating you? You good? You good? Dodging that goddamn COVID, which they keep telling you that is going up and up and up. Let me find my goddamn paper. I got to read off my notes, y'all. I had to read off my notes, because I like doing me some of the stuff I highlighted. So, how many of you guys knew that? Because I didn't know. How many of you guys knew that? Who was I talking about? I forget. Hawkins. Miss Hawkins. How many of you guys were aware that that she worked at the studio? Her mom. How many of you guys were aware that her mom, I forget her mom's name, starts with an S. I think I got it highlighted too. Something. How many of you guys knew that Tiffany Hawkins' mother worked at the studio? Nisi Mo says she did. Anybody else? 312, were you aware that Tiffany Hawkins' mother worked at the studio? And this was at the time that this Tiffany Hawkins alleged that she was, 14, 15 years old? 14, 15, 16, when she allegedly met Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. I found some discrepancies in this goddamn story. And when it comes to stuff like this is what I mean about when I gave you guys all of these places, editors, to change the narratives up on some of these stories. Now, I'm not trying to be the one out here to start interrupting Tiffany Hawkins' lifestyle, because right now, apparently, she's living a really good lifestyle, right? Okay, so you guys were aware of that. I can't understand, out of all of these articles, I want to say 50 to probably 60, 70 articles, you guys, I've lost count, that I've read. Why do you suppose that they start all of these articles off with Aaliyah? Why do they leave Tiffany Hawkins out of these articles? Can't understand that. I cannot understand that for the sake of me. Why isn't it that she is being left out of these articles? Nobody knows. I just find it strange that she's left out of the articles when, of course, she was a backup singer for High Wish for Aaliyah at some point in time in the 90s. But where am I going with this? If Tiffany Hawkins' mother worked at the studio, and Tiffany Hawkins gave a story that she was on a bus with one of her friends. And she got off of this bus because she spotted Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly's, what was he, in a car, the bus? I'm going to say automobile because I can't remember where it was. I'm going to say cars. She spotted Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. So I asked myself, well, how would you even know that that was Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly's car or not? So I asked myself, how would you even know that? Till I read a little bit further, and it was like, oh, her mother had a job at the studio. Well, if her mother had a job at the studio, meaning that she would obviously known Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, the mother would, which means that at some point in time, when the mom would have probably brought her daughter around to say, hey, this is my daughter, because he's a celebrity. He's in the studio. He's working, right? But the mother works there. I'm just trying to tell you, I'm just showing you guys a picture of what I see. I think that she lied about saying, oh, well, I didn't, I got off the bus because I saw Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly's car. But in the article, it's different. It makes you read it a little bit different, right? The article misses the point that it's a possibility that she already knew Mr. Robert Kelly in his vehicle because of the mom working at the studio. She probably already met him some time ago. Yes, Nisi, right? So I'm saying to myself, well, okay, she speaks about her, with the music and all of that stuff, but her mother would have known if she was into music, right? Her mother would have been listening to her tapes and all of these things. She talks about how she brought, there was two more girls, her friends, and that she brought to the studio and everything. Have you guys even questioned yourself? Because I can't find in any article where if all of these girls, or she brought these girls here and these things went on, why is it there's only one lawsuit, and that was the lawsuit that came from Tiffany Hawkins? Why isn't there from the other girls, if there were other girls there? Where's the other lawsuit? You mean to tell me that Tiffany Hawkins, who claims that she tells you that she brought another girl there and the small girls there, where's the other 14 to 15-year-olds that she said that she brought? Where are their lawsuits at? There isn't one. She was the only one. Something wasn't right with that story. And what I'm saying, you guys, is that, like I said, all of these articles out here, that needs to be addressed in these articles. Got to make these people really go look at shit. A lot of them are not going to care, but you might find one or two that will. You're going to find one or two or three that's going to be like, oh, well, wait a minute. You know what? You're right. Same thing with the videos. Same thing. I mean, his whole freaking timeline. I question myself. I'm not going to get too deep in this because I want to hold it for the panel. I want to hold this topic for the panel. I really, really do. I'm just bringing some light to just a little notes. That's it. This man timeline is impeccably long, you guys. And with all of these women, you do have to ask yourself how, when, where. You have to. I question myself whether because a lot of the articles will tell you that a lot of ladies were there. It was a lot of ladies there, right? There's a lot of ladies there. They don't mention anything about the men's or a man. This is where he kept a lot of ladies, is what they said. I think that this is where a lot of ladies kept themselves to do whatever business that they were doing amongst each other while Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly was traveling or doing things. And I think that, Drea allegedly was queen of doing and bringing or allowing. Ain't that right, Miss Bush? I'm just saying, allegedly. A lot of shit to go on while Mr. Kelly was gone, off, away. There is no way that this man could have sat out here and have a timeline of telling you where and who he was with at the year of 91, the year of 94, Aaliyah, there's people around, the year of 98, the year of let me get it right. 2006 to 2008, he was busy doing a whole bunch of shit with the Double Up tour. 2004, 2005, the Happy People. This man was too busy. We got to have a panel because I believe, and it's just my opinion, that all of this extra curriculum, X-rated activity was done amongst nothing but women. That's just me, allegedly. Allegedly. I don't know. You say you was calling? You was calling me? Were you calling me? I don't know. It's this damn phone. No, you didn't call. Okay. So I want to leave that pretty much right there because I think that this will be a deep discussion. I'm going to point out one more thing. Okay, before I go, you guys, thanks for hitting the thumbs up button, you guys. I appreciate that. I'm going to say one more thing because I do want to, but we're going to get back to Tiffany Hawkins, and I'm going to get you a video to show you exactly what she's doing now. We're going to play. Matter of fact, maybe I'll play this before I leave. Let me play this one before I leave. Let me see. I don't know. Trying to see if I want to hold it and edit it onto with the panel or not. Yeah. I think I'm going to play it because this guy has not been out here in a while. And I know most of you guys heard this guy because he came out a lot earlier, right? Him as well needs to have his mind changed on his view of how he saw Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, but he only put it out there based off of one person, and that was Tiffany Hawkins, So it's just people like this that I'll be like, oh, I got to get, I want to talk to this guy. Like, you need to come on a panel so that Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, true supporters, can give it to him. You know what I'm saying? To give it to him. That's the only way we can change a lot of things up out here, right? However, he said that he was contacted by the authorities or whatever, and he had refused,
Tiffany Hawkins telling the truth?
To talk to them as well.
That's what people want to know.
I'll play this one for you guys. I do not own the rights to this video either.
Was Tiffany Hawkins telling the truth? Was Tiffany Hawkins telling the truth?
Let me see how long it is.
Info,
24 minutes.
Now, this is one story I've heard a lot during my entire life. And there's a very good reason for that. I was around. And the reason why I said I was around, meaning that I was around Tiffany at the time. Tiffany Hawkins lived on my block. Tiffany Hawkins lived on my block. We all from Grove Heights. She lived about 7 to 8 houses away from me on the same block. And I knew her sister, her mom, her stepdad. I knew it all during that time. Now, let's take a look at what people really want to ask the question about. You guys saw some special that they did on one of those VH1 shows, and you wanted to ask me, yes, Gavin Williams, that is correct. She was the first one that we know of. Now, let's all not get that twisted. She was the first one that we knew of. Now, I don't like to dwell into this realm because to me it's just not something I want to go down.
Okay, I'm going to take his picture off the screen, right?
Well,
but I'll continue to play it for a minute. And this is something that I don't like about people when they say, well, you know, I don't like to do this and because of this, but yet then they still like run their mouth about something. If you don't like to do it or whatever, then, you know, it's like, well, then shut the fuck up. It's like, just shut the fuck up. That is correct, though, Empress. You know, why? Why is he telling this story and not her? So, you know. So, he just said something that, you know, like I said, that I have to question about it. I'm going to get to that part, and then I'm going to get off of his video.
You know, so when I see a lot of people doing fake news, I had to get around it. Now, a lot of you might say, well, what's the fake news, you know?
Yes, prayer changes.
I mean, there's some people who are actually coming out making like lying videos.
Hey, Regina.
Coming up with all these goofy lies that was not true.
Say you funny.
And spreading them all over YouTube about her because she came out against R. Kelly and, oh, somebody said this about her. This person said that about her. And I said, whoa, hold on. Wait a minute. Let's go over what the person actually said. Okay?
This is not, okay, I'm not going to sit through all this. I just want to see.
She was the first one that she knew of, right? She was a singer. She said she always knew she wanted to sing. It was an outlet for her. Okay, that's what she said on the show. She also said that she had problems with her, that her mom's boyfriend was physically abusive.
I had a question about that because he brought out his story. Some of it, yeah, you know, I was like, you know what? No, you're stretching a lot of stuff. But when he spoke on this part right here, right, he said that Tiffany Hawkins brought up the point to him, and that he know of because he lived right next door to them, a couple of doors down, and he kind of knew for a fact that her dad, Tiffany Hawkins' dad, was a little abusive, whether it was verbally or whatever, you know, the other way, right? The problem that I had with this is after that information got put out there about her dad being abusive, how far did they dig deep into that? Because just what if her abusiveness and her allegations about Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly actually came from her dad? Probably was her dad doing these things to Mr. Roberts, to herself, because it is known that her dad is abusive. How do we know that her dad didn't do all of these things that she's claiming Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly had done to her? I'm just saying. I'm just allegedly speaking, and it's just my opinion. It's just something that just was never addressed, even after hearing multiple interviews about Tiffany Hawkins. She never spoke pretty much on about if her dad had done anything to her from him being abusive already in the family that she grew up in. That's all I'm saying. It's like, why they leave that part out? She found an outlet. I'm going to have to believe that she was already goddamn abused. If it was already happening in the home, Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly was helping her with her music. She started with the allegations of it being that other women and was brought to the house, and she couldn't as well do things that she felt was freely of a woman to do. But we all know, at least I'm learning, that at this time, yes, somewhere Andrea was around and another few more women was around. So was it really Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly that kept you there and wouldn't feed you, or took some of your freedom away from you? Or was it that since this was an embarrassing thing that Tiffany Hawkins allowed to happen allegedly, with her mother, because her mother worked there as well. And they all had to throw a blanket over this shit, and who was the best person to blame for this shit. In 1991, I want to see Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly track record, every fucking movement. We're talking about a studio that has cameras all around it. I saw them. When we went down there, there's black goddamn gone bugs out there. Whether if they were turned off or not, I don't know. But they were there. They were there, goddammit. I seen them all. That's the first thing I'm looking at around this building. Okay, I'm gonna tell you why I was looking at them, y'all. I'm gonna tell you why. Because I had to pee. And there ain't no bathroom, right? So I'm like, I got my survival tool on my backpack. I got tissue, water, you name it. I got carrots. I got everything for me to survive with, right? In my backpack. I got to find where to squat, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. So I got to peep out where these goddamn cameras at around it. I ain't want nobody filming my ass on the goddamn cameras. So I checked that out first. I had to scope that shit out first, right? And I was okay. Oh, girl, ducked off, had to use the bathroom, got her tissue, and it was all good. I was like, shit, because I don't want to be on camera peeing, but your sister girl had to go. When you got to go, you got to fucking go. So I'm just saying, you guys, that it's just weird, because there could have been a possibility that this abuse and everything started in her home. And we're talking about Tiffany Hawkins being 14, 15, or 16, or whatever age she alleged that she was, from getting off of that bus to showing Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly some music because she wanted to be an artist. Things could have not happened, to me, in my opinion, this terrible as she put out her story with your mother already working in this goddamn studio. And they keep asking people, where were the parents? I don't understand that. Her parents, Tiffany Hawkins' mother, worked in the studio the same goddamn year that she got off of that bus to go see Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. Her mother was there. hired. Her mother didn't know shit. Was her mother going to work or taking off or calling in? The fuck? Somebody better make that shit make sense. Here's another thing that he says in this video, you guys. If you guys are still okay chilling with me over here on the One Pap channel, go ahead. Let's put the red hearts in the chat room. I don't want to be here talking and y'all be, sitting over there like, I wish she shut the fuck up. Just, let me know. I don't want to sit here and just be talking because I could be heading to work. Y'all, but I'm spending a little time with you guys. That's all.
Now, me living on the same block, I knew her stepfather, Levi. Levi was...
Now, when he said this part, y'all, he was like, I knew her stepfather. I knew her stepfather. Her stepfather, his name was Levi. I was like, what? Cousin Levi is Tiffany Hawkins' dad? I was, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, what? But, I don't know that for sure. I don't know. That's just the name that he says because he didn't use a last name. He just said Levi. So I'm going to have to go see if there was a Levi Hawkins and see what the picture looks like. Because Levi better not come up as a match because it's going to be some strange shit going on. Because Levi come up with the match and we got Tiffany Hawkins over there at that studio at 1415. And then all of a sudden we had a alleged goddamn videotape come out and they telling me that this videotape, as like R. Kelly said, it was he said that it was what you call it? It was crimped, it was edited, it was copy paste, all that good shit, right? Somebody that looked just like him, identical of him. And around that time, I'm just saying, y'all, I'm gonna stop because I'm putting an accusation out here, and that's just me of how I kind of puzzle things up. You got Tiffany Hawkins there, and Kelly tells us that it's not him on the tape. But then I got this dude with my Levi. Well, it better be a goddamn Levi Hawkins out there because I want to pull up a picture and see what the fuck he looks like. And I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying, I just think weird outside the box. That's all. I just think weird outside the box. Ms. Barker said, I believe a lot of the accusers were abused by someone else, but they're putting them in. I think that all of the women or the girls were abusing each other, and they used Mr. Kelly to cover all of this shit up. Somebody to blame it on. I got the management team found out and caught these girls or this or that. And, we're going to have to clean this up. Now you got a manager who's upset with Mr. Robinson, Vesta Kelly or Hankerson and all these people. Well, you know what? We're going to have to settle. We're going to have to settle with these people. We're going to have to settle with these people so that these stories just do not come out. We got to settle. And then one thing led to another, you guys. Let's get this call. Hey, you are on the One Papoose line. What you got for us today?
Hey, it's Chris.
Hey, Chris.
I feel the way you feel. I have a problem too.
Chris got a problem, y'all. Chris got a motherfucking problem. What's your problem, Chris? You is on the We Got a Problem hotline this morning. Go ahead.
Pat, not only Tiffany Hawkins, you got a lot of these allegedly victims, and a lot of them had the same problem.
Mm-hmm.
But they all wouldn't want to come out with their problem when it's a few $1,000s in it for them.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't they come out with all these problems when he was up in trial in 2002?
Good question.
And could you hear allegedly so-called victims? Well, this happened to me, and this happened to me. Okay, we already know Lizette, what happened to her. Her stepdad got a hold of her, allegedly.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you listen to her speak, her dad wasn't there, the stepdad was there. Then you have a couple more of them, this was did to me. Okay, I mean, what's going on with this here? But they want to turn it around on Raw and say, well, he used to come with these sad stories and tell us to get us to stay like crying, like this have happened to me and that have happened to me. I don't like to see them. I'm a man. And if something bad had happened to me, I'd be damned if I want to tell someone that I am not married to. You know?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, what it is they turn what happened to them on him. And actually, what was did to them is what somebody else did way before Rob.
That's what I believe. Hurt from the home. Brought the shit out from the home. Hurt from the home.
You know, and they making it look like, oh, well, he telling us he was hurt by such and such. Okay, no. Don't take this few $1,000 and then let a few $1,000 turn you against what happened to you and you put it on somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what they all did. The attorneys came out big as day and say they was a bunch of groupies. You also had somebody else who was in Rob camp and said they was a bunch of groupies. But they all want to just like, pop up and say, this will happen, this will happen, this will happen. You see, that is the reason why Rob got a little case back in this here now.
Mm-hmm.
Because people want to say this and say this for a few $1,000. Why you didn't say that back then?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, so these so-called victims are actually paying, not me, but they are playing head games just for money.
Yeah.
Instead of
when you're new, when it's a new one, what I mean by new, the people that came after this alleged, what's the other name? I meant Tiffany or Aaliyah or Michelle K. The ones that came, Michelle, the ones that come up after them, to me, you stole their stories and you ran with it. And then what was it? Susan Logan, all of them, they got the same damn story for everybody. We gonna use this. This is what's gonna help you win. This is gonna, this will get you your $250,000. And it's sad. What my point of this is that we've had this repeatable stories regurgitate out here. We got the same editors out here that is running with these stories. This can change. This can seriously change.
It can. Mm-hmm. It can. And it can change by us.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It can change by us, but when you're so letting distractions stopping you from focusing. See, I'm not going to let distractions stop me from focusing because I can pop somebody and then let them alone and go it on about my business.
Mm-hmm.
You know? But what you were saying is true about the articles. Write them folks.
Mm-hmm.
Write them folks. Mm-hmm. And you got us bloggers. You stopping distractions, stopping you from what you are here to do.
Mm-hmm.
Debunk the lies. Debunk them. Hit them, because we all take turns hitting these people, debunking their lies. Believe me, they gonna come out and say something. But if you let people keep throwing you off focus on what you said here for, or what you say you're gonna do, it's just gonna stop you from doing what you actually want to do. Mm-hmm. It can't stop me. Because like I say, when I want to hit every last victim, I will hit every last victim one at a time.
Yep. Yes. And the only thing, what's gonna pull them, though?
Follow behind a person.
Mm-hmm.
Follow behind a person.
What?
Because you see they lie clearly as day.
What pulls the truth? What pulls the truth out of these people? Them 5 goddamn W's. You gotta break it down to me. You got to make this shit make sense. And then you're going to have to bring me your goddamn receipts and everything with us. And none of these alleged victims have done so. It's like, no. I don't know. But That's what we have out here, but we can change this. This can definitely be changed.
Oh, yes, it can. You know, because you got like Devontae Cunningham. I was on my own since I was 15. You know, you was put out your damn house when you was 15 because you were too goddamn busy sneaking out your damn mom house, doing things that your ass shouldn't be done, and you didn't want to obey by her rules, so she had no reason but to put your ass out. And now you want to sit up and make it look like, oh, you did this on your own. No, you didn't do it on your own. Quit sitting up there telling lies. You sitting up there telling lies about Leah and Raw, about what you see. Oh, wow, it's amazing how you can be on this bus talking to your girls, and the door just all of a sudden open up. And where y'all bunk was, the room that they was in was right there. The door opened up, and oh wow, you the only one seeing this at this time.
What was
no, it don't go down like that. I want the rest of the girl to say, "Hey, well, I seen this here right along with them. We was all right there sitting together."
Yeah. So
why should you just see it and I don't? But what a few thousand, like I say, what a few $1,000 would do for you. But it costs somebody else a whole lot of pain when you can just tell the truth. Tell the truth. And the truth is, like the attorney say, y'all was giving orders. Y'all was giving orders. Y'all was having sex among one another. And that came out by several people. So if you're going to tell some, whether it's true or not, tell it all.
Right.
Yep. Who in the hell you are? Who you laid up with? Oh, so what? You were just mad because Rob wouldn't do this here with you or wouldn't put you in this position. So, you want to come out and say some bull crap like what you saying?
Yep. We came to, because this guy here, he says that he had heard Tiffany Hawkins' music first on a cassette tape. She brought it over, right? So he puts this accusation out there that the songs that were on there was the songs that she did, but Mr. Kelly took her songs and gave them to Aaliyah. And after that, this is just my opinion, that's when Tiffany Hawkins cut up. That's when she decided to say, oh, hell, oh, no. But I believe that he probably believed that the music was ready for Aaliyah and not her. I still got to work with you, but let me give this to Aaliyah first. And I think that this girl did not like that, and she master planned up this goddamn bullshit. On top, I just do. I was like, whoa, this is some crazy shit. This is some crazy shit.
I mean, they all had issues. Like Ron say, his problem is he had a good heart. And if you hear these big so-called victims, whatever you want to call them, I have no idea. But if you hear them speak, you hear people saying, well, Rob set me up, he was paying for this hotel, and I can order anything I want. Seems like to me, the man took their pain, which they was telling him, and tried to say, well, hey, here's a safe environment for you. I'm going to put you at a place where you are safe at. But you actually going to sit around there for me waiting to show up and show up. And what it seemed like, the man had never showed up.
Exactly.
So, okay, I'm paying for your meal and your food. You go from there. Get your job. I'm going to take care of you until you're able to take care of yourself.
Well, they put some on that. He never answers his phone. He never comes. Well, goddamn it, maybe because he's busy. Now take your ass home. Shit.
There you go.
Go home. Go home.
Oh, I have to run to the hospital for this and for this and for this. And I had this one guy that was sitting here. He was always there for me, huh?
They say, or they'll say, well, but he locked the door.
Yeah.
He locked the door.
Oh. He locked the door. But you have no proof you go up in his house, you have no proof that it was a way for him to lock you in there.
No, baby. Or maybe he locked the other doors where you wasn't supposed to go into. Maybe those were the doors that was locked. The doors where he might have $1,000 laying on the dresser. Maybe that door was supposed to be locked. How about that?
Yeah, like I say, their stories are amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So amazing to even to write a book, get a book deal, and make them a few other $1,000 because you never heard none of them book deals ever hitting out number one on the shelf, or they doing a tour around the world tour behind these books. You know, you never heard nothing like that. They write a book, they got a check cut for a few $1,000, and there you go. You got people want to put that book out for okay, because they didn't give you a little nothing, and then they done made the big part of the money off of you telling a bunch of lies. Mm-hmm. Won't you all write a book telling the truth? These so-called victims were saved. They had problems. They had their problems way before they even came around. Yeah. You know, they had their problems.
Well, I can say that this is definitely a master plan. Yeah.
He tried to help them with it. So, okay. Like I say, us, people like me, you, other people, we have to stay focused on these people. And there's a lot of people that's not focused on those people. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of people that's not staying focused on because you can see the lies right there. They're laying right there. They're laying right there. But it's up to us to continue to do, hey, well, we know you're lying about yourself. We know you're lying about that. I mean, do you have one story where this man actually did something good to you, like paying for your hotel room? Then they say, okay, it's time for you to get out because your hotel room was they stopped paying for it. Mm. Or you can't order no more meals. They didn't say that. You even had one victim, she was so cold at it, till she was even able to go back to her room.
Yeah.
Ain't that something? Mm-hmm. This victim was even able to go back to her room. Mm-hmm. And she was able to go back and forward as she pleased. But, you know, you got her mama want to sit up and tell all these dry-ass lies. You know, and now she want to walk around, want to look like she's worth $1 million when she ain't worth the goddamn cents. Mm-hmm. You know? Yeah. So, I mean, hey, we just got to keep on continuing hitting them. Yeah. Not only here, like you say, this station here is the most hated because we're going to tell the truth. We're not going to stand, let nobody confuse us to stop doing what we're doing. Mm-hmm. So, other bloggers, they got to get on top of their game and hit them.
Well, the only thing that I see what these people are trying to paint on Mr. Kelly of being such a monster or predator or whatever is because he had girlfriends. And last I checked, having girlfriends is not against the law. He wasn't being married to multiple women. It's against the law over here. But having multiple girlfriends of age is not against the law. He went through, Chris, about 6 or 7 cycles right now. He has went through the cycle with Aaliyah now, the cycle with Barry Hankerson. He went through the cycle of Jay-Z. He's went through the cycle of now the Savages and the Clarys. He's been through several cycles of people that is after him, including Jim Derogatis. He's been through some hell of a goddamn cycles. I've read stories of Jim Derogatis where all he chooses to focus on is something about there was no people out here to help the black girls. Does Jim Derogatis that he has to know that you only reached out to a group of black girls that dated him, got bitter about things that he probably wasn't around to do. He's off and traveling, and they come and they make all of these stories up to him. And he ran with this. He literally ran with this shit since Tiffany Hawkins. And I don't think that he did a thorough research into everything about Mr. Kelly, because you're not there. He took their words and turned this into nobody cares about the black female who's getting hurt out here. And that pissed me off, because last I checked, Chris, and I'm looking, right? I'm actually looking. I really wasn't a newspaper person, right? But I'll pick it up. You know what I'm looking for now? More black girls, like a group, like since they group these here together, I'm looking for another big group that is actually held in a cult. I'm dealing with a pedophilia, or I can't find any. Why do we only just have this one set of big black group of girls with all this attention on them and one man? You gonna tell me that this shit ain't going on nowhere else? It just so happened to be Mr. R. Kelly. Where's the other? There's gotta be, come on, Chris. There's gotta be more black girls out here that's got a problem with another goddamn celebrity or something, right? Or is it really going on? Is it not? Or is it? Which one is it, Jim Derogatis? It just so happened to be these group of girls. I call bullshit on the story. I'm sorry. I call bullshit.
I mean, that's it's the truth. But you know, a book won't sell unless it got a bunch of damn lies in it.
Uh-huh.
Who wanna sit up there and read a book where these people is actually telling the truth? Who wanna read an article is where the writer is actually telling the truth?
Mm-hmm.
The writer's gonna lie. That's what they are paid to do. Lie.
Mm-hmm.
But like you say, maybe we can run into these writers that maybe having to retire right now.
Yeah.
And ready to put a story out there about the truth. Or ready to come on a panel and tell the truth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I think that pulling together, and if everybody, like I say, you can write one letter, but you got to write it off of one of their articles. You're going to question the editors. Question the editors too. And you Xerox this shit, and I think that we can slam them all and keep slamming them every goddamn week. Somebody gonna be like, well, wait a minute. Maybe we really need to look more into this goddamn stories. Because this shit that they painted, and I promise, I've read close to 50 of them. And I got, okay, you guys are missing some shit in these stories. You painted this man as a monster without his clear side of the story. So now his supporters got to dig up these facts and attach them to the bullshit that they have written in all these goddamn articles. And that's just how I see it. And you'll know your real supporters because they'll do it. They'll do it.
Oh yeah.
They'll do it.
They will. They will, because you got people out there that doing stuff that all of a sudden it takes a week later, but it'll come out, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It will come out, you know. You got some Mars that, hey, if you tell these Mars to do something, oh, they own it.
Mm-hmm.
They own it, you know. But hey, we got to stick to what we doing. We got to say it and do it. And you got the people that got to follow behind us, you know, and say, let me take care of this here. Let me put a little time to the side to shoot this here nut off. Yeah. Or let me get on this computer and research this here person that said this here about it and say it there. This here have to be done. It has to be done, because so far all I'm hearing out there is a bunch of this and that, and like you say, oh, you want to flash your guns and all this here. They need to let Bookham alone. Let you take care of Bookham.
You know it.
You know it. Because you got Bookham looking like a complete ass. Matter of fact, he makes his damn self look like a complete ass. And when he put him out there, you best believe that Pooh's gonna hit him. You know?
Yeah.
What I gotta give it to you, you will hit them. But with all being said, we have to focus and come together, because if we can't come together, it's just like one person is focused on this here. It's like one person. Like I say, if they want to hear the real, and what's really going on, if I don't care, they can even feed back up off of it.
Mm-hmm.
But put it out there. Put it out there. Don't just let it just fly on by your head and you let somebody else, the same old person, and now you got his little sister out there bagging them up, causing the same problem for diversion.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The same problem. Mm-hmm. We know she got problems.
And as long as he keep people on his team like that, this is the shit that you gonna keep getting. As long as he can keep somebody like that that's into that rah, I'm the baddest and I'm riding and dying for the dream team for life.
Sure.
Yeah, this is what you're going to get. But we're going to get on up out of here. I'm going to leave some people on this message right here because a lot of people I know, like I say, I'm hated by many because I speak on Don Russell quite a bit. But I'm going to say this.
Well, I don't think I'm hated, but I've been hit. You know, I done been hit. I don't think I'm hated, but I done been hit, you know. And the cold thing, it was like a hole. Mm-hmm. Hit a whole live on hit me, and I'm sitting up there saying like, oh, damn, wow, what did I do to you? Mm-hmm. What did I do to you? See, the thing about it is when you let your education, your so-called degrees, want to make you speak out in codes, and you think that this person don't understand who you are speaking about, you are highly mistaken, because I get it. I get it. Mm-hmm. But my thing is, the next time this person hits you and puts you out there, and you know why this person hit you and put you out there, because you was shooting the same shot at him, and he got that way. Mm-hmm. So the next time this person decides to hit you and put you back out there, because best to believe this coming. Take your degrees, and you make sure your degrees calm you down. And that's all I got to say about that, Pat.
Okay.
So enjoy the rest of your day, Pat.
Yes, I will. Getting ready to get up out of here in a minute. Yes. And so I'm going to leave you guys with this because, like I said, I hear a lot of, attention being taken to where, and it's okay. I going to claim that freaking song. I told everybody that boy was full of shit. Not I. It was I. You just wasn't listening. I don't have any goddamn empathy or sympathy of the shit that some of the people are going through. I really don't. Because instead of hating on me and, picking your choice, I was warning everybody. I was warning everybody out here. Shout out to Phases, though, because she recognized it. And she told me, I know. That was all the way back early 2019. Shout out to Phases, because I was speaking and being comically about him. But only few caught on to it. Shout out to y'all for not ignoring my message, because I knew it. So it was I that put it into the people, hey, watch out for that crooked road over there. It was I. And I'm going to call it like it fucking is. Don't believe me? Go and pull up every old goddamn video you can find from 2019. People didn't want to hear what Pat was saying. I was laughing with it. It didn't sound believable. But you know what? The keywords were in there. Now, I'm going to say this before I get up out of here and leave y'all with this. My baby said I got to read this book to y'all. My baby said, Mom, you need to read this book. So I got to read this book. She's like, read this book, Mom. Beyond Beautiful. And read that book for me. Phases, believe me. Phases knew. She's like, Phases knew. She knew. She just came back with a quick message. She was like, I know, Pap. That's all she kept telling me. She said, I know. And she was leaving it at that. She said, I know. She would leave it at that. I don't know how many people I was trying to reach. All I was doing was just clicking a button on I got a problem. And those problems was there. And right now, today, 2020 of November, what today is, all this shit came out. Everything that I called, everything. 312, you said that you knew, girl, you knew he was? Okay. Okay. I want to make sure everybody just kind of knew. But that's why I ended up with, I got a problem. That's all. And it's just that I just started bringing it out. But I'm going to say this, you guys. And we're going to get up out of here because I have to get my butt to work. Don't forget to support the channel, you guys. We love any amount of dollar or whatever, because I do run a channel. Support the channel. I got my eye on a beautiful new camera that I want to get. So, and I'm going to get the camera with or without the help. I'm going to get the camera. Just got to go over there. Love. Send me some hugs. Send them thumbs up over here. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, you guys, and share the freaking channel. That supports me over here as well. Don Russell. I don't know. I know I did not finish playing out this video for you guys, but I'm going to hold it for the panel because I do like to address a few more things that this guy was talking about. No, it's not irrelevant to a lot of people, but to me, going all the way back, because you got to keep replaying this, and you can find the things that you need to put in your letter to these editors, you guys. When you clicking on a website and it's an article that looks like it is a totally disarray article, a bad image article of Mr. Kelly, look up at the top, get that editor's name, go dig them up, shoot them your letters. We can bang these people, you guys. We can bang these editors hard. We can do it. We can do it. So with Don Russell, I'm going to say this again. Don Russell, under some people's skin, he may be part of whatever. But under my skin, I'm going to say this. This man came out on every platform that would possibly have him or who he reached out to. Nick at Night, he did. Nick at Night. Come on, Nick at Night. Nick at Night, it's kind of tough, Hugo. You know, she ain't finna let you kind of run too much bullshit on her. You know what I'm saying? You said, what's the guy name on the video, Miss Parker? That's what you want to know? That's what you want to know? The video is by... see, that's the thing. You're just going to have to pull up the title of it, sweetheart, because he does... Oh, yes, it is. Let me put it in the chat. Yeah, look at his video, because you know what? The stuff that he talks about, each one of these people talk about. Every time you put up an article on a person that is speaking on something where you know something isn't right or you have a different story, yeah, you write your letter on this shit. This person said this is not right. This is what we have here. This is where Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly was according to this date right here. According to this date right here, he was up in the office with so-and-so, so-and-so. He was over here in 2001 doing a TP2.com. And around that time, he had so-and-so, so-and-so around him. He was over there for like, 8 hours and 32 minutes. Well, at this time of the time of TP2.com in 2001, well, you got Lizette said that she was so-and-so. Well, how could that be possible? One man can't be in places at all these places at one time. It just can't happen. Now, back to Don Russell. Saw Don Russell dropping his stuff, right? I listened to him over and over. Looked at the body language. You say, I cannot discuss what Don did on national TV and what he said about Mr. Kelly. And that's why I personally have an issue with him, other than you have a personal issue with him. I'm going to ask you, though, Don, as we can agree to disagree. You have a personal issue with him because of the what he spoke on the platforms? Is that what you're telling me? Because you only seen him on the platforms to speak? Is that what you tell? So you don't think that he made that bomb threat to do anything necessary to help his friend? Do you think that he did that bomb threat to get arrested and go do, hypothetically speaking, 50 goddamn years in jail to be taken away, Dom, from his child, his mother, his businesses? You really seriously think that he would have done that shit to not help R. Kelly, but to benefit himself off of what? He had more to lose in that bomb threat, which was his mom, his son, his family, and his businesses. Do you think that a man of his stature, of the way he speaks, granted, he may have, he has a little bit of a criminal background, but those things was his personal life, had absolutely nothing to do with Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. I'm going to have to object to you. I think that that's a man, like Nancy say, is a ride or die. Now, I'm going to challenge you on a question, because since you wants to debunk, not feel a good feeling about Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, right? I mean, about Don Russell, right? You don't have a good feeling about him. You don't have a good feeling about him. But you got a man who came right in your face, who tells you that he has the information. He has a bunch of information. He can't get it to the people. Did you do your homework in that and find out why he couldn't get it to the people? Because I'm going to tell you why he couldn't get it to the people. Because Bookham and the rest of the clan over there got inside of goddamn Greenberg's damn freaking head. So he had no way of getting in to get this information. Remember, if you'd have sat in on my show one time, and I clearly told you, and it's a fact that Don Russell did meet with Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. He met with him. He knew, he had a private conversation with that man before he got locked up this here time, right? He did. He knew what to do. He knew what to do. He knows the names, everything, but he got blocked. He got blocked. You guys, give me 1 second. Get this back on, because I'm focusing in on Dawn. You say you misread my comments. Okay, I'm going back up to your comments, because your comment says that you just had a little doubt. You said you had a little doubt. You said that he said that Kelly has issues with little girls. Then he corrected himself. You want me to tell you exactly what his words is? Because I got the paperwork of his words. I actually do. He corrected himself. He did. He really, truly did. You know, when you on camera, you get that little nervous little feeling or whatever. He corrected himself. I got to dig through my things. And I know it's on the file and stuff. I got to scan it, but he corrected himself. And it took a man to correct himself. It was the way that the editor, that the news lady, the man or whatever it was, asked the question. But he did no different. Mr. Kelly said on TV, he said, well, what age? What age? What age? Don Russell came right back and corrected himself in that interview. He truly did, Don. Well, wait a minute. But I still don't think that should be held against him. I really don't. Because he met with Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly after that. After that. It's initially what you said. Okay. So let me ask you, Don, and be honest with me. Who do you think is the person out here right now on the Black Tube Street that got Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly's back, that has the information, that is doing a good job of helping and getting Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly vindicated on the YouTube streets right now? Right now. Who do you think it is? Because I'm going to tell you, not now person out here. Not now one. Not your girls over there. They full of shit. They full of shit. Not none of them. Not the sisters. Not none of them. When I say you, okay, so at least we on the same page with that. None of them. But since Don Russell got discredited about everything, okay, we'll weigh in the fact that you said because he said something about he liked little girls. Okay, we'll give you that one. Don Russell, right, that said that we can help him. He did go up there because Mr. Kelly needed money for legal bills and for legal stuff and his bills and stuff. And the man offered, $1 million, but Don Russell came right out, didn't hide none of it, to tell that guy, well, yes, Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly can use that. I know you're a grown-ass man. I'm pretty sure you're over 21. You got to be about, what, 25? I know you're a grown-ass man. No, I'm not talking about you attached to anybody. I'm just saying that, I'm just saying your girls over there, and it's because you have sat on their panels and stuff like that, or you're in the chat room. I'm not saying like you're ride and die people. I'm just saying your girls over there because you were more acquainted. You were sitting in with them more over there. That's what I mean by that. Not like these my ace. No, not like that. Like, that's your panel. That's your panel. That's where you were. So if things change, then, I don't know. I don't watch the friendship thing around the streets. So, but, Mike, like I say, Don, he did that. He also contacted Faith Rogers' attorney. He did that legally. He had an attorney. They had paperwork drew up. Paperwork to his attorney the legal way. He did. He tried to get them, hey, let's not do this. We don't have to go back down this road. Wasn't good enough. He did that. There's a lot of things that he has shown to the public out here of what he can do, what he would be capable of doing. He did. You said he wrote that paperwork himself. What was wrong with him writing it himself? He just wrote his last paperwork. Didn't he write his motion or something? And that shit worked, didn't it? Didn't it? Didn't it work? Didn't he just write his own shit for his attorney to use for him on behalf of him? He wrote that shit to say, hey, I want to be able to get my goddamn money back for this goddamn case. And guess what? He has been granted to apply to get his money back. That shit wasn't denied, but guess who wrote it? Don Russell wrote his own shit. So if he can write that, then you damn right I'm going to have to say kudos to him for writing this paperwork, and whether if it was for himself or anybody else, because I think that he did a good job at that. What's wrong with his mother signing it? I'd have had my mom sign my shit too if she could sign it. But that didn't work either, Dawn, because Sylvia sat the fuck over there and dug up his mama's shit and said that, oh, his mama's shit is expired. What was wrong with his mother's shit being expired if it was going to possibly help? You don't go fuck with some shit if there's an outlet to it of helping somebody. Girl, Sylvia did that shit. Yeah, dug up his shit. His mother's shit. For what? For what? You don't go. Matter of fact, maybe she should have just laid low on that shit and let's see what was going to work. What was going to work? At the end of the day, they already had the indictments and everything coming for Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. What was wrong with allowing Don Russell to make his moves and see what would actually work on it? What was wrong with that? They didn't want to give him a chance. But I'm going to ask you this. What else has any of these other people done? Nothing. You're, let me see. Hello?
Yes.
Oh. Hey. Who we talking to?
This is 312.
What up, 312? What up, 312? Okay, hold on, Dom. 312 is on the line. Let's see what she has to say with this agree to disagree. And me and you is going to get it back in for another 5 minutes. Go ahead, 312. Welcome to the chat, sweetheart.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
My opinion to this, I don't know if people forgot how they came in through a paid mode.
Mm-hmm.
It was a paid mode, and he infiltrated people. He manipulated people. He stole people's identities. He used it. He made them believe that this man, Mr. Russell, was such a monster, all because he blocked them from trying to continue to destroy this R&B person that we're speaking about as of today.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? I don't know if people forgot that it took over 365 days for them to understand that he's a real fraud. It took them a year, almost 2 years, to realize that he's nothing. He was fake.
Mm-hmm.
When we said this a year ago, that he's not right. You know, how does he know all of this to be facts? He's not right. He can only answer certain questions. He's been a fraud. He made them believe that he was real, and he came in a paid mode.
Mm-hmm.
He come in to destroy. That was order. Gravitate to the supporters. Get in, get the information, and so the narrative can be painted the way it needs to be painted. To push back, make all the pages, block people out, to block all the supporters, change their mind, and it worked.
Mm-hmm.
He had thousands of supporters, right?
Mm-hmm.
Thousands of people believed in him. So I'm just trying to understand that they forget. This man took this boy. I mean, so what? The bomb threat went on. Did you remember? I don't know if you forgot one fact that they sent the threat over to us when we was doing the rallies.
Yes,
they paid people to come to our rallies and follow us.
Mm-hmm.
It was cars following us.
Mm-hmm.
It was people walking past us. It was people waiting for us to come to our rallies to distract us, but it didn't stop us.
Mm-hmm. So you're sold and believe that Don Russell was paid to put in as a mole to do all of this distracting as well.
Don Russell ain't paid to put in nowhere. That's not what I said. I'm talking about Bozo.
That's who I thought you were talking about, but I have Dom in here like he's agreeing to you by saying, no, Dom, she is not talking. She is talking about Boogum.
I'm talking about Bozo.
That's who exactly. But I think Dom, because he throwing me off, because he was like, well, thank you, 312. I was like, no, I don't think she's talking about Don Russell, Dom. She's talking about the other mold. That's who she's talking about.
Right.
Okay. Go ahead, huh? I just want to be on the same page because I was like, wait a minute, no.
He's talking about the yellow Teletubby.
Okay.
That's what he said. He's talking about the yellow Teletubby.
Right.
I don't know who Teletubby is.
Right. Okay, but you see the conversation with Dom and I, right? He's just not really sold, I don't think, on Don Russell because of some of the actions that he saw Don Russell do. And my argument is there was a reason of doing those actions.
Okay, I got him. He said the Teletubby is the Bozo. Okay.
Yeah.
The man got 50 names. I just need to, Give me up on that one. But yeah, Yellow Television is Bozo. Okay, but yes, he is the caveman. He came in to do that. So his whole anger is, you know, Don stopped it. You know what I'm saying? Just like any other spirit would do. You will step in when you see that it's something not right. You know what I'm saying? But however Don feels as though to give his opinion, he has every right to feel however he feels, whatever he said. I don't know what could have struck somebody's nerves about whatever he said, but he was a real person to step in and help them. But now they want to flip the narrative to make it seem like, oh, he's not for him. He's not for him. He's trying to, come on now, why would he jeopardize his entire career? He has his own life. He has his own business. Put his mama in harm's way. Just, you know, why would he wait this long to do it when he has enough time to do that on his own? You know, I just think that, you know, people need to give him a chance to let them see that he is flawed. You know what I'm saying? And everything don't have to be on the book. It really don't.
Exactly. It wasn't that important that his mother tax stuff was expired. You didn't give him a chance. Let that little petty shit like that. Let that shit go.
That's what they looked up to see. That's what they looked up to see. That don't mean it has to be. His stuff has to be for you to look it up. That don't mean it has to be visible for you.
Absolutely.
What you found when you looked up is what you found when you looked up. Everybody don't have to be publicized.
But it was passed on to Bookham, who now did all of his shit, to my understanding, that blocked Don from doing what the hell he can do.
Exactly.
That's where it started. It wouldn't give him a chance.
He didn't allow the chance. They tried to block it like they're doing everybody else. They don't want to give people the chance to let the other side of the world know that this is another way to look at this. R. Kelly didn't do this. You know, they want to block that. They want to shut everybody up. That's the whole agenda. That's the goal. That's the goal for everybody. Everybody, that's their goal. That's their goal.
But yeah. And you
know, and it's really sad that it's taken over almost 2 years for this to come out, because at the end of the day, he's still suffering.
And I keep asking, you know, because there's still some people out there that, you know, that just not a Don Russell fan, right? But I asked them when they come over here, what has the other people done? Have they came out and told you that we have this information to vindicate? Have they done? What have they done? Because I ain't seen Bookham do shit. What has he done? Nothing.
But passed down something that somebody else gave him.
Exactly. Nothing.
That's all he did. And then he added his own little spices or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to take away. I used to watch him. But that's what I had to do to understand him. I had to watch him.
Yeah.
And then when I ask him certain questions and you can't answer them, then I know how to step back. I know how to keep giving you a certain amount of feet for me to analyze some more things and some more things. You know what I'm saying? And I don't have no beef with him, because I don't know you like that to have beef with you. I don't have no beef with Bozo. I'm going to keep calling him Bozo, because that's what I named him. But it is what it is. When it comes to this, if you open for questions and you can't answer it to me, then okay, I respect that. I'm going to move around that. But what you're not going to do is try to bash people and try to shut people down and make fabricated stories.
Exactly.
And you really not who you making people think you are.
Exactly.
You know, come down.
Exactly.
Come down.
Exactly. Today, his argument is about that girl over there, and she just put all those lies. How does an audio lie? We hear you on fucking audios. How does it lie?
Why ain't nobody lying on you?
Nobody.
You've been lying from day one.
Yeah.
You know so much about this man, but you ain't told nothing about this man.
I'm waiting to see his goddamn blueprint of what you doing to help him. What you doing? What are you doing?
Gave us all the information. What information you gave up?
I ain't gave up shit. Nothing.
Because what my recognition is the work that you claim you did, you gave it to the attorney. Somebody else did that work, but you gave it in like you did. Yep. That's what I heard. I heard that on the line.
Oh, well, you know what? Thanks to the attorneys, they actually boosted his head, because they did put him in an article or a tweet, or was it a poster saying, well, thank you to Dana. Thank you to Dana for coming out here fucking up shit. That's what you need to be putting in that goddamn post. But I think after he got that recognition, downtown on them cameras with them sisters, it went to his head. So now he felt that I am on the throne. People should listen to me. When reality of it, he ain't nobody. He's nobody. And they keep listening to him. He's nobody. Everything that he has touched, even with the people, it has went to shit.
You can't fix stupid. You know, it comes to a time that you cannot fix stupid. You can explain some things to people that really don't know, but you know other people, you can't fix stupid. That's what you can't do. You cannot fix stupid because it's clear as day. It's obvious. You know, all you got to do is step back off the picture so you can look inside the frame. But as long as you're sitting inside, you can't see. You can't see outside the frame.
Everything that he touches or come around, anybody, it all falls to pieces. It's all fucked. It's all fucked. I'm like, why do people still touch this guy? Like, there's nothing that he does or says that holds things together, that completes anything or nothing. Everything falls the fuck apart. Look at Ruthie. Ruthie in the house gave me that. Look, she gave me that.
That's my girl.
But yeah, she always be G'd up with her goddamn R. Kelly stuff. She be clowning.
She left court in March. The media took a picture of her. Me, her, Gucci, her and that squad saying free R. Kelly.
Okay.
Showing her red shirt. That red shirt caught everybody's attention.
Yeah, I don't know where she get that artistical thing but she got it. It's like she be popping that shit. I'll be like, man, her ideas are just impeccable, off the chain when it comes to R. Kelly. I was like, damn, she be.
Shout out to Ruthie.
Yeah, shout out to Ruthie, y'all. She be putting it down. And Ruthie, I know you still making your artifacts and stuff like that. Girl, let me know. We could post them up in here and get you your $3 to $5 because I love my coaster. I love it, but I won't set nothing on it. Ain't that sucks? Because it's a coaster. I ain't said shit on my coaster. So, but I can't set nothing on it. It's a coaster for your drinks. But I was like, no, we ain't using that. No. But 312, thank you. Because I just, it's like the more people that can see it, because I felt like, well, ain't nobody going to help me push Don. It's like, come on, y'all. I really, truly think that this man was going to make a powerful move when it came to Mr. Kelly. I did.
Yeah, because he still have the right documents, and he actually, and when I watched the one that he did with Nick at Night, like, he got to the point. You know what I'm saying? He did interviews with people on this
everybody.
But Nick at Night was the best.
It was. Because she don't play. She don't play. She got the right questions. She'd be like, now wait, she'll stop you too. Like, wait a minute, wait, well, Nick and Night be on that shit.
She gets right to it. And I just love everything about that. Like, you can just play her, just listen to her video and just go. You know what I'm saying? You just go. Like, it's right there. She's on point with the questions, and they come with them answers. Ain't no lagging. I'm talking about with every person that did an interview of this case. Every person. Ain't no lacking, ain't no none of that. Ain't no scratchy noises. She finna tell you to fix that. Because that's messing up her audio. She told Demetrius that. So, yes, every video of hers is the best. And I just advise people to go.
I do too. Because when I say I will watch it, I click on it at least once a week. Because I got to hear. I got to hear him. I'm like, no, this man is speaking some shit. But you got the other people like, no. Well, you didn't give him a damn chance. And who else had another chance to do so? Who else was speaking on the level that he was doing of what he can do? Absolutely nobody. There was nobody out here challenging him on what he can. So why kick him to the curb? Why? I just didn't get that. I didn't get that at all.
And whatever false move that people feel, making them feel like he made, guess what? It's got to show. It's got to show.
Right.
It has to show. And I just, it has to show. Everybody gave Bozo all the opportunities. He went from Bozo to Booker to tell us something. So how many opportunities he done had besides his own good God-given thing that he was born with.
Oh,
so come on now, we don't just keep going like this over a year's time. You just don't.
Like I said,
you know what I'm saying? And it ain't, again, ain't no gripes with it. But at the same time, we out here supporting, we out here for justice, we out here to do process for all black men. But we out here on the capitalizing on Robert Sylvester Kelly. And you ain't went, and you ain't been right. And you came in from day one, like I said. You came in to distract. You are paid to distract. That's how you was living, and that's how it's gonna be. That's what it is. What it is. People want to follow him. They got to bump their own head. I'm sorry. I ain't gonna call nobody dumb. I ain't gonna call nobody stupid. It's just some people, some stuff you can't get. You know, to each his own. I pray everybody get it right. Because it ain't right. It's wrong. What's doing this man is not right at all. And people need to wake all the way up. Not halfway, but all the way.
Yep. Sleep.
You know,
sleep.
all the way up.
Sit
They need to just wake up and just stop it. You know, I ain't telling nobody not to watch nobody comment because I ain't gonna block them like that. But just my opinion is clear safe and all the pieces is right in your face. Just put them together.
Right in the face, girl. I'm like, this is crazy. This is mad crazy. Well,
day one, baby. Day one, just go back. Back in the time. Every day. It's something to look at every day.
mm-hmm.
Every day. People want to know how that girl get that check cashed over because Demetrius took her to cash that check over.
Mm-hmm.
They made sure her mom didn't have no play in it. That girl was already a teen mom. So how the world she gonna take a test and say it belonged to R. Kelly? She was already a mom. What that did yet?
Yeah.
What that did yet?
You know, I remember. And someone had brought up to my attention. Shout out to you, sweetheart. She's in the chat. When Don Russell was down there and at the gym, and Bookham showed up with the girls. He did not.
Right.
He the number that was given. Don Russell dropped that shit on the floor. He didn't pass that shit on.
Dropped on the floor.
Got rid of it.
To get them people up out of there.
Got rid of it.
It wasn't a good look.
And then who ended up in the bed with the girl? Are you kidding me? It wasn't Don. Don didn't end up in the bed with that girl.
No, he's not the one on the internet telling people, I went through it 20 times. You ain't
Exactly.
got that much
Exactly.
Don't do nobody.
But they sit over there and allow this boy to say,
for 20 minutes, let alone for 20 rounds.
Yeah.
Would you stop playing with your sister? Yeah. You the main one in the bed with her, but you put everything, Don did this, Don did that. You just can't keep Don's name off your tongue.
Not at
like
all.
Anytime I seen the man, he had red hair.
Yep.
A year later, what he got?
So my thing with my this is to book him because we got to get up out of here. Since you shot Mr. Don Russell down momentarily, because I don't think he's all the way down, then get your ass out there and go get Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. Go write the paperwork up like like Don can do. Let's see what you can do since you done convinced your people over there to shoot him down when you know good goddamn well it's you that should have been shot down long time ago. But that's just book 'em, girl. That's book 'em. But I got to get to work, sister. I'm about to lose my job.
I appreciate you. Thank y'all in the chat. I appreciate y'all.
Yeah, we gonna get you on this panel. Yes, we is.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm sure ready. I get my folder on now because I put my folder up to the side.
Okay.
So I can look back at some stuff.
All right.
Thank you, Mr. Micah.
Yeah. Go and have yourself a beautiful day. I love you. I love everybody in here. We got to stick together and we can get this done. We just got to get back on one accord. We really do. That's it.
That's right. That's what we too. All right. Let me know when you get in the time for the schedule up or something.
Yep. Got you.
Let me know.
I will. All right, ladies.
All right, y'all. Have a good day. Enjoy your day at work.
Bye. Y'all give shout out to 312 for calling in, but I must go. Dom, thank you for coming over to the chat. Thank you guys for giving me the thumbs up on the chat. Don't forget, you guys, like, share, subscribe on this channel. We're putting our round table talk panel together. I hope that you guys enjoy the show today. We came through with a lot of information. Don't forget, one accord. Let's get together. All you writers out there. If you got the template to share or whatever, share your article, share what you want us to attach and put to what's out there. We can slam these editors, you guys. We can slam them. We can do it. One accord. Thank you, guys. You know how this goes. The person above you, give them a heart. The person below you, give that person a heart. Give yourself a heart for showing up. Give my moderators a heart. They did a wonderful job today. And don't forget, your girl, the host, one papoose, one pap, you know, the most hated one out here, hated by many, loved by some. So I'll take that little love if that's all I got. If that's all they got to give me out here, it's all good. It's all good. And we're going to keep bringing it and bringing it and bringing it, you guys. Shout out to you, Don Russell. Keep doing what it is that you have to do. And I wish Don Russell nothing but the success and to getting his case as well thrown out. I really, really do. Shout out to you for writing that paperwork. Shout out to you for that judge making sure that you can now go after to recoup your goddamn money back that you paid for that on that goddamn bond on your taxes. I wish I had thought of that shit. God damn, how you do that shit? How you do that shit? I'm like, I paid a ticket. I'm just saying, I don't have any tickets, but it was like, damn, if I paid a ticket, man, I'm digging up some shit for me to get my goddamn money back if I, for taking that shit to court. Or I'm going to file that shit back on my taxes. So it's like, each one teach one. Each one teach one. That's it. Each one teach one. Let's get busy, you guys. I gave you guys a list of the .coms to go to. When you pull up these articles and you read these articles and you know that it is missing something that you know should be put into this article. Let's get these letters wrote up. Let's change the articles. Let's hit all of these guys. It's enough of us out here. It's enough of people out here to hit these goddamn editors like we dropping this shit off in a Santa Claus bag to these people like how y'all dropping these letters off to Mr. Kelly. Yeah, we can get 30,000 and slamming their ass, because what we gonna do is just photocopy them and send them to the different one and send them to the different one. You know what? To even make it sound. You know what I'm saying? Take that shit and get it notarized. Take it to the bank. Get an official goddamn notary on it so you know it got a time, date, stamp on it. We could take it even further to that. We can get a return, a receipt. Let us know that you received this shit. Get serious out here. Get busy. Get serious. I love you guys. I got to go. Shout out to everybody in the chat room today.
Taking just be. Don't take it. Taking just don't be. And live my life. Don't take it personal. I ain't lying, I ain't hiding, I've been practicing, multiplying. I've been trying to get my weight up, staying prayed up, meditating and taking time away. You always posting up pictures, trying to look like you're winning. I'm writing rhymes in the kitchen, soaking the moments we live in. Yeah, you got the nerve to be on me. Taking your life for the IG. If you got my number, don't add me. Cause baby, I'm on hiatus. I'm on hiatus. I'm on hiatus. I'm on hiatus. Baby, don't check for me. Taking time out to be. Live my life off screen, taking time out to be, and live my life, and taking just a day, and live my life. Don't take it personal. We just building. It's my season, lay foundation, make a name for generations, please and make and take a break or a little vacation and chasing blues away. You always posting You got the nerve to be on me, shaking your life for the IG. If you got my number, don't ask me. Baby, I'm a hiatus. I'm a hiatus. I'm a hiatus. I'm a hiatus.
Okay. We're all out. Have a beautiful, beautiful day, you guys. It's pouring raining out here. I'm going to throw a hat on my head or something. Have a good day. Peace.